Hello, welcome to Grimdark and Dicey, and welcome back to Dylan Scrolling His Phone, a series on the channel where we let Dylan scroll his phone.
My headphones backwards.
My headphones.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Grimdark and Dicey. Hello. Welcome to Grimdark and Dicey, and welcome back to A Ballad of Ash and Blood, a series here on the channel where we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's a,
Huh?
What's that?
It is this. This is the game.
you sure?
If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. We're happy to have you. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can follow along as soon as we post. That being said, this is a continuation of our story. This is episode
11.
11.
Jesus.
My goodness,
Wow,
we're doing
That's
this.
a lot of episodes.
So go back if you haven't watched the other ones already. Not sure why you would start at 11,
a good number.
but you're here now. Go back and watch the old ones, then come back.
Ones.
We'll be here. Without any further ado, except Sam, I think you had an announcement, didn't you?
For what?
No? Okay. Without any further ado, then,
Got him.
let's hop into tonight's. He's like, into tonight's episode of A Ballad of Ash and Blood. And welcome back. When last we left off, our party was preparing for their journey to the Addock Hills, Argon's homeland, in search of, some answers, I suppose, to the cryptic message that was found in the underneath basement of the last oasis, the sort of cult hideout, where the location of the Addock Hills was circled and daggered, indicating some sort of interest from the cultists.
For shame on that dagger.
For shame.
Man, it's a
No
permanent
respect
name.
for cartography.
Absolutely. Those surveyors. Some people died to make that map.
Cartography.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hey! Bobbity boobity!
Hey, gabagool. So what I said. I stand by it.
With haste, our party set out towards the Maidenland and quickly gathered some last-minute provisions. You now find yourself back at the Nephrites camp. A lot of you have rested the night away. It is now the early onset of dawn as the sort of lavender pink sky begins to drift into your window as you come to consciousness. The lot of you should be long rested. Everybody's good to go there. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to wake up.
Like to wake up.
Yeah, when I wake up, I want to find my way back to where the rest of the party is sleeping.
Okay, so you would have woken up in the hallway of the Acropolis.
Yes.
Everybody else is in their rooms. Again, you're in this kind of hallway. No, you were by Zacharias's.
I was right outside his
Yeah.
door.
So you would have to go just further up the sort of bisecting hallway, like straight ahead, and then off to the right. That's where everybody's sort of bedrooms are. So you get up groggily and
Stumbling my way over.
yeah, you just sort of with a sort of splitting headache make your way towards the hallway that is everyone's residence. As the lot of you sort of brush the sleep from your eyes and gather your gear, you open your doors to see a one Aras Kasaya standing in the hallway.
Are you...
I'm gonna be praying before I leave my room.
Oh.
Door shut.
Excuse me. Are you allergic to beds?
No, that would have been a great place to sleep. I just slept where I slept.
Hmm.
Do you have any water?
I do.
A lot less breathy.
Got a good night's sleep. Yeah, this is just my normal voice now.
You just really dry mouth last night?
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Sure. Is it customary to wake everybody else up, or
Yeah, if we gotta get this show on the road, might as well get everybody else.
At this point, Briseis exits his door and sees the two of you in conference. And good morning.
Does he remark about my snake?
Do you have it out and about?
Yeah, it's just on my arm.
He just kind of glances at it, then to you, then to Aras. Good morning.
Morning, Briseis.
Then I look at him.
How did you sleep?
Oh, better than past nights.
Yeah, that's good.
Have you had trouble sleeping?
It's a bit of a long story.
I would like to now walk out of the same room Briseis just came out.
Oh! That's why you got some good sleep.
I'm sorry.
That's great.
But also, no, really, I would not sleep in a different room than you now that you have disappeared before.
It's canon now.
So,
She keeps trying to play it off as like you guys are friends, but we know.
Friends without benefits.
yeah.
When she walks out, I'm gonna look at Briseis.
I don't know how to feel.
I think I'll lean over to Aras and go, I called it.
I think we all did.
Where were the others?
I have no idea. I slept outside of Zacharias' office.
I'll walk over.
You truly are pitiful.
You got any water?
I do. Come.
I'll walk over
Walks
to
back into his room.
I'll walk over to a random door and just knock on it.
Okay.
I don't know where people sleep.
So you knock on Maltioc's door, and it kind of opens.
I'm gonna strap my armor on.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's got bunny slippers on still.
The white bathrobe curlers him
Can I help?
on his bald head.
Just making sure you're up.
I'll be out in a minute.
Okay.
It's okay, Mr. Buckington.
I love you.
I'll go to the next door.
Muffled
yeah, that would be-
from behind the door, you hear, "The sun is up, and so am I."
Important information to know.
Do you knock then?
And then I didn't.
Are we ready for the morning? Are we
Yeah, I'll
ready
go
to
ahead.
set sail?
Open your door.
I had such a funny thing that Briseis. I think you'll enjoy this.
Oh no.
While I was drunk, I could have sworn our new friend had a snake named Thea.
What?
But then, yeah, right? And then I woke up and I realized that's not possible. Because Thea's not a snake.
She's not.
Yeah, so that's why it was funny. I thought you'd think it was funny.
Stirring the pot.
And it was that water.
He kind of just turns to this sort of bird bath looking cistern type deal and grabs a water skin full for you. There.
Thank you.
You drink like a hamster.
Yeah, what was that? I looked down at my phone and she's.
Is anyone else nervous about this airship?
I'm still in my room, by the way.
Excellent.
I've never opened the door.
Excellent.
I don't. Weren't you the one that saw Argon? What,
Yes.
What can we expect with this thing?
I went to the small man. He said it worked.
Well, I'm glad it works.
Do you trust this statement?
He seemed confident.
Is it just like the hot air balloon that we take?
It is not. It looks like a big boat, but with those crystals the Jadari fly with, strapped to it haphazardly.
Well,
We did so well on a boat last time.
It's
I'm gonna need
hurtful.
Gonna need more drink.
Is it untrue?
A little bit. It's unconventional, but it seemed secure.
Were there things actually securing it, or were they just floating there?
They seem to be ingrained in the actual infrastructure of the exhaust pipes themselves.
Sorry.
Exhaust pipes.
The way you explained it last time, it sounded like he just kind of shoved
Just
it in
kind
there.
of loaded them in there like a
Yeah, it
blunderbuss.
works.
He was like,
If it fits, it ships.
That's right.
it's the post-it note. It flies.
Taurus, what are you up to?
Praying.
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 Yeah.
Should we
I
go
mean,
to
eventually.
Taros?
Yeah, I'll knock on his door.
Lord Thanatos, give me power. Let your will be known, and I shall carry it out. And then I'll get up and walk out.
Hot diggity.
I'm standing right in front of the door.
No diggity.
The door's open inward or outward?
Yours would open outward.
And you're standing in front of it?
No, sorry, inward. In towards it. Because he knocked on the door and Maltiox went in.
Way to keep it consistent. I like that.
Continuity here, folks.
Yeah.
Shout out continuity.
I'll come out in the hallway with the rest of the gang. Are we almost ready?
I believe so.
We should make sure all of our supplies and rations are loaded up.
I've got everything that I need.
I have my snake
Well,
and my staff.
Just at that point, this young, probably in his teens, this young human male walks into the bisecting hallway with this kind of strange, like, burlap wrapped package, and he kind of looks at all of you in a little bit of intimidation. He's, "Are one of you Maltioch?"
That would be me.
Oh. This is from Mr. Maxis.
I'll open it up.
Okay. And it's the kunais that you guys forged yesterday.
All right, these are for you.
oh, perfect.
Thank you.
How many did you get?
6.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's a good amount.
He got a couple extra from me. Help it, didn't he?
7 total.
7.
Because you bought 6, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
About 5. The 6 was the extra, but
So
if I have 7, I have
6
7.
is the extra,
Okay.
so you get 6 total.
Josh remembers all.
No, you didn't.
I just always roll 100 on insight and IRL. Wrong. Okay.
What would be the damage for that thing?
Shall we head to the
Probably D4.
the ship, the vessel?
The skyboat.
Is that what it's called?
I don't think he knows what to call it.
He waits the name then. Let us christen it with one. Argon, you know where it's held, yes? Shall we make our way?
How's your arm today, Bressius?
My arm.
The one that was broken.
Oh, of course I remember. Good as new.
That apothecary really works miracles, doesn't he?
Yes, almost magical. But I am ready.
Well then, we should get on our way.
Is the outside the camp, is that also just like sandy desert?
The mainland, you mean?
Like where so we're in the Nefrites camp.
Correct.
Is that like built on like sand dunes type of thing, or
The sort of.
So to
Again,
speak.
I described it as like a Zion park, so it's like this red desert sand,
yeah,
with some jungle flora near the outer perimeter.
Sure.
And mountains and whatever.
when we get to a point where it would be not acceptable socially, but acceptable like
Geographic.
ecologically,
Sure.
I'm going to release the snake.
Okay.
Like
So yeah, you walk about 100 feet or so into the more expanse of sandy dunes, and release Thea to the wild. Go, Smick. Go.
What's your new character, Angelique?
So everybody heading to the boat?
Yeah.
Everybody heads to the boat?
Yep.
Will
Follow
Shem
me.
be there? I would imagine he would be.
Can we hold hands while we go?
So, after a 5-10 minute trek through the camp, you guys find yourself on the easternmost outskirts of the Nefrites camp, where docked, sort of in chains, you look off the actual edge of the cliff and anchored into the rock with these 2 large chains to the aft part of the deck, or hull of the ship. The floating boat balloon is anchored and floating. You see these large green sort of afterburn-like glows coming out of the 4 large exhaust pipes on the back end. The sails are full and ready to go. On board, you see 6 or 7 of the Nefrites guard, who are kind of tending to the ship, tying sails away, just getting her ready for her first voyage. Shem is along the part of the camp. He's still on land, kind of shouting out orders and whatnot as you approach.
Wow. Your description did not do it justice, Argon.
It's magnificent.
It is a skyboat.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Can't say it's inaccurate.
How does it do that?
Magic.
Shiny shards.
Probably the same way this entire island stays in the sky.
Well, let's get in.
Let's do it. Everybody kind of walks aboard this large gangway plank that kind of connects from the floating boat to the edge of the flying rock.
I'm talking to Shem first.
Okay, you walk by.
He's on land, right?
Yeah, Shem is at the very edge of where the gangway kind of connects to the land.
Do you have that gauntlet?
Oh, it's already on board.
Perfect.
I did what I could. It's unfortunately not the best of my capabilities, but it will provide him some protection.
I'm sure it will be adequate. And I'll reach my arm out. Hope to see you soon.
Gives you a handshake, the old forearm.
So how to Jubito?
Ah, you know Gemini.
I'll hop on board.
Lico says hi.
Oh,
Right.
like on my way up, I'll be like, "Where's it at?"
In the captain's quarters.
Perfect.
First door to the left. So you kind of walk up onto the deck, and it's this pretty massive. Again, it resembles a sort of galleon ship. So you've got probably about 100 to 200 feet of real estate on the main deck alone.
And we have a crew, right?
Yeah, like I said, there's about a half dozen people on board right now. They are Nefriti's guard, but they're not in full armor. For the most part, they're just...
Seafaring gear.
Yeah, exactly. They're just...
Skyfaring gear.
They're in their light
Sky pirates.
clothing and
Skyrots.
are tending to most of the pre-flight maintenance. Pre-sale checklist.
Do we have a...
Yeah, flight attendants.
Please take your seat now.
Can I have a small bag of peanuts?
We don't have those. What is it? Peanut.
Peas don't have nuts.
I'd like to approach... man, why am I blanking on this guy's name? Shem.
Hello.
Hello. I believe we haven't met yet.
Nope, I'd remember you.
A lot of people do. The name's Sindelian.
Pleased to meet you. Shem Shepin.
I believe you.
Okay.
I take it you're the one who designed this ship?
This is my masterpiece. Yes, this is my creation.
Kind of a balloon boat.
Indeed, that. Yes. You get it.
I'll try. An interesting fellow. You create magical inventions, I see.
I am but a slave to the muse.
That's John Shafty's man.
I know a thing or two about that. I just wanted to congratulate you on this magnificent design.
Ah, but it is I who should congratulate you all, the first pilots.
Well, hopefully we'll make for a great crew.
Who will be steering this?
One of you can give it a shot, or
Testing.
my men are more than capable to.
Shout I.
My
We're
men are, any of my men are more than capable to steer the ship.
We should have one of them navigate. Makes sense.
Do we know how long from here to the Addock Hills?
If my calculations are correct, it'll be about a 3-day voyage. Could be more.
That's fairly quick.
Hey, 3 long rests. Not bad.
What?
Nothing.
And Argon, you would know that's about on pace. It probably takes about a day, probably maybe 2, to get you to the actual continent where the Addock Hills are located. And then maybe
It took me a couple weeks
Yeah.
to get here.
Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah.
That's a long time then.
I mean,
But the boat's gonna be faster.
on
yeah.
foot and boat.
Oh
every day.
yeah, you were on foot though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, about 2 day, a day and a half to get to the mainland, and then if you were on foot, it would probably take another 2-3 days from there, maybe longer. because that's most of the.
I mean, part of it
significant
was
distance.
I didn't really know where I was going.
Yeah.
And the other part of it was
It's a lot of
on foot.
yeah, it's a lot of ocean to cross too. Okay. So everybody's on board.
Let's load up.
Oh yeah, Ottergon. Do you have the pelts with you?
Bag.
Magnificent. So is this more of like a coat or a cloak?
Cloak.
It's a cloak, yeah.
I will put it on with a flourish.
Only one of us can wear a cloak.
That's gonna be me, fuckboy.
Fine, I jump off.
Roll initiative.
All right, let's see that Drake Warden.
But it will not be me making a third character this game.
I'll hop in and take you both out.
I think I have
If
feather.
you can
fall.
roll high enough.
Yeah.
That's 16.
I figured the
Just meats.
collar fit you perfectly.
Oh, it is a very nice touch.
Pops it.
You know, it's called style, baby. I got tons of it.
I'm gonna walk into the captain's quarters door on the left and grab that jauntlet.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, you see a large crate to your immediate right. As you walk through the door, it's this kind of shaded area. You can see the sunlight pouring through the sort of amber-stained colored windows that line the entirety of the back wall. So you kind of walk through. Large crate to your lower right, the lid of which is kind of cracked open, and you see a series of leather tools and materials within. Right, that's what you had requested, leather specifically? Cool. As you proceed towards the central, this small sort of ebony-stained wood, you make your way around the backside, and sitting on the chair behind which is this sort of bracer and glove, not dissimilar to the armor of the Nephrites guard, but you can tell it's been kind of tinkered with and modified to hopefully fit
Enlarged.
the large hand of the large man. But yeah,
I'm gonna scoop it up and go
Okay.
go to Giganto out there.
Gigantor. I don't like being manhandled. So you take it out. You see Argon still kind of taking in the sights of the ship.
Argon. I have something for you.
Oh.
When we first met, you talked to me about magic and ways to combat it. I thought it'd be fitting, since we're going to your homeland, to give you something that may help. And I'll hold out the gauntlet. It is a creation of Shem's. I'm not quite sure what it does, but I'm sure the DM will give you a sheet on how to use it properly.
I'll let you know when it triggers.
It is surely well crafted. Very pretty. Does not befit me, but I like it.
Hopefully you can find some use for it.
Thank you. I'm not sure how I would repay you, but I think you're already
Don't let me die.
Life debt.
scheming of a way.
Just don't let me die.
That is my goal.
And I'm gonna walk up to the top where the top deck is,
Yeah, I'm climbing
Top
up
of
to
the top deck.
where the wheel is.
I'm gonna climb up
Oh,
to the
okay.
crow's nest.
Okay, so you're heading up the crow's nest. The captain's wheel is basically situated. So you've got the main deck, and then on the back side, there's two stairs that kind of gently curve outwards and back up to the topmost deck where the captain's wheel is situated.
Just gonna be kind of taking the ship in,
Sure.
hand on the
On the railing.
the railing, just kind of having a little bit of a
I
flashback.
fucking love that. Take some inspiration. Plus, for that, makes me happy.
Get up
Makes
to the wheel, just grab it and just take a deep breath. Kind of let some sort of emotion come
Sure.
into me, and then I'll just let go and walk back down.
Sure,
Nice. Nicely done.
that's great.
Are there chairs on the topmost deck there?
Not really. You can see these sort of strange cannon-like weapons that are situated. There's 6 of them in total, 3 on each side. And then you have the main mast, and then another. Are the other poles also still called masts? Okay. So there's 3 masts in total. One on the captain's wheel side, or just in front of the captain's wheel, and then one in the middle of the main deck, and then one in the front of the main deck.
Sure.
But no chairs really. Lots of
Crates.
provisions and stuff. Yeah, you can make a makeshift seat, but nothing on the topmost deck.
I'm going to try and scour the ship for a sort of a relaxing type of chair.
Okay. Where are you looking?
I mean, if I don't see one on top deck, I'd probably just go to underneath.
Okay. Are you looking like everywhere in the top deck? Because there would be one in the captain's quarters.
I'll ask before I enter the captain's quarters.
Who you asking?
It's Taros, he was the one who walked in there.
Okay. So you go up to Taurus just as he's kind of releasing his grip on the captain's wheel.
And you'll kind of see my eyes are looking mighty moist right now. I'll say that. Like maybe I was about to cry.
Oh.
Memories?
What little I have.
Sometimes it's hard to remember things.
Harder and harder every day. Did you have a question for me?
I did. I wanted your permission to look in the captain's quarters for a chair.
It is not my quarters.
Are you not the captain of this ship?
I believe we are all the captain. For now. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Nice.
That is a fine gesture, but I feel as though one person should be calling the shots.
Speak to Multiarch then. He's good at that.
So be it.
Go wherever you want on this ship. It is ours.
Okay, we'll go to the captain's quarters. Find
Okay.
a chair.
So you head in there, and there is the lone chair behind the sort of black stained desk.
Looking around without like searching through things, do I see anything of note or interest?
Not really. Most of the interior of the ship is left to be personalized. So there are 2 bookshelves on your leftmost side, and on the right there's kind of a longer, like a wardrobe type.
Anything on the
desk.
bookshelves?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They're empty.
Right on. Yeah, then I'll take the chair.
Okay.
Bring it to the bow of the ship.
Very front.
Yeah. Bring it close to the bow of the ship and just sit down.
Okay.
Just relax.
You're just hanging out as you kind of feel the entirety of the ship kind of gently swaying with the currents of the wind. It's very cool. You headed up to the crow's nest, and you find yourself with a perfect 360 view of everywhere around you. And it's something you've never really seen before, being thousands of feet in the air. You're kind of intermingling with the clouds now, but you can still see like just the crystal blue waters below you, and the sort of red sands of the province of Aras beneath you.
I'm just gonna sit like kind of on the edge and just take it all in.
Cool. What are you 2 doing?
I'm kind of standing there where we get onto the ship, just watching the crew get everything ready.
Sure.
Just kind of nervously tapping my fingers on the banister.
Okay. Argon?
I have set up right near the front of the ship where our kind of just feeling out this
Sure.
gauntlet. I've never really worn armor,
Yeah.
so it's a little strange.
It's
kind of like
kind of weird in its construction. It's again more of like a bracer than a full blown gauntlet. The underside is kind of leathery, like on your inner forearm and your underhand. So it's like a glove that you slip on, and the back of most is that golden green metal material.
Kind of like my model's bracers.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of just looking at it because it's very weird and just
Yeah. It's strange.
no idea what it does. Just
Yep.
accidentally gave a barbarian an infinity gauntlet, and he's just like, "Meh,
Wrong one.
that's weird."
You just. I had an idea.
This button casts a wish spell.
Right. Oh no. Theo, what are you up to?
Just looking over to the side.
Over the side of
Of
the
the
boat?
ship?
The one facing the island or the one facing the sky?
Probably the sky.
Okay. So you head across the deck, passing over several of the guards and kind of find yourself just linked up on the rail.
Never made it this far
Oh.
in my escapes.
After a moment or two to yourself, kind of taking it in, Briseis, kind of, you hear his footsteps approaching to the side.
Can't wait.
It's truly amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's standing next to you.
I never thought we'd make it this far. I had a spit stuck in my mouth.
All right.
That's where it belongs.
In character, of course.
All right. I never thought we'd make it out of Mendontos. To be here and still together. I mean, it's a miracle in and of itself. I hope this voyage does not, I hope it does not end poorly.
Every great story does have some casualties.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that. Like I
Damn.
said something.
God damn.
Which one was
Who's she killing?
That sounds like a game plan.
Let me know.
She's
Let me know when you
sharpening a
hit the-
knife.
Just being realistic.
Jesus.
I know, I get a bad vibe about all this. Ever since that cult surfaced. It's just a bad omen. But I'm sure we'll be fine. He gives you a kind of slap on the back.
I thought it would be. Oh, it'll be all right.
He just slaps you on the back and he heads below
And I
deck.
fall over the sides.
Dead.
Let us know when you hit the ground.
So that's the game plan.
That's the casualty.
Sweet.
So, anything else before you guys are ready to take off?
Nope.
Okay. One of the Nefertiti guard kind of heads up to the captain's wheel and looks to the two of you who are still kind of... Or no, you're up at the front of the deck. Oops.
Penises on the brain.
Balance on the brain. He looks at you, Taurus, who's still kind of sitting near the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, we're ready for takeoff.
Then I'll just start speaking some ship terms to him that Dylan doesn't know.
Okay.
You know.
Just telling them basically to
Right.
proceed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Release the rope. and
Hoist the
then-
jib.
Yep.
Yeehaw the turnbuckle, I don't know.
Yeah.
Very well.
He caught the turn.
And he kind of lets out this loud, toothy whistle and just, boys, let's have her off then. And with that, you hear the large clanking of these two sort of metal mechanisms on the back rightmost side of the aft hull as these large gears begin cranking in the anchors that were holding it to the camp. And as they kind of come in, the ship begins to kind of drop a bit. You feel it like beginning to sink ever so slightly, and everyone kind of like loses that short rush of your stomach kind of rising up into your throat. And you hear
I'm sitting on the edge of the crow's nest.
you're like floating out of it, like trying to, yeah, exactly. And you hear the sort of turbine engines in the back just, and this large ignition out of all four of them simultaneously, and the back end quickly stabilizes, and a lot of you you're off.
And the race is on.
And the race is on. Sailing at slightly faster speed than your typical
Boat.
waterbound ship, yeah. A lot of you you're in the skies. You're heading out.
Gonna get down from the crow's nest after I almost just died.
Okay. Like nope.
Oh, good. My plan was to call you over.
Ah, perfect. You've done it.
Did anybody decide on a name for this ship?
Out of character. Yes.
Obviously.
Not that I know.
Should have to come up with something.
Ask Argon. When he was speaking with Shem might have mentioned something.
It's a good idea. I'll go find him. I'll take
Or-
him.
Taurus might know something. Also, I saw them talking a bit before we departed.
To whom do you go to?
Look, there's choose your own adventure books.
Oh, those were.
Turn to page 27 to go to Argon.
High, low.
Turn to
Can you
page.
turn me up a little bit? I feel like my
Yeah,
mic
20.
doesn't pick me up very well.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll go speak
Thank
to
you.
Argon.
Yeah, make sure you talk into it.
Yes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. There's
Huh?
some story going on here.
What?
What's happening?
Got him. I'm gonna go talk to Argon.
I will be looking off the front of the boat, probably not noticing you approach.
Argon.
Oh, yes.
Does this ship have a name?
The small man called it a sky balloon, but I don't think that's a name.
No, that's more of a. It's a name. It's a noun.
Strange.
If we were to give it a name, what do you think it should be called?
Fate's promise.
I like that. I'm gonna go find Thea and Briseis while they're holding hands or something. I don't know.
They're making out in the aft quarters.
I'm going to go to the front of the ship and start practice.
Bro, you're driving. No, I'm just kidding.
Autopilot.
Well, while they're doing all that, I kind of want to just go below deck so I'm not looking at the ground far below us.
Sure.
And just look for anything interesting.
Grenade!
Like a pencil. So you head below deck, and you kind of meet Briseis as he's down there as well. And again, similar to kind of the captain's quarters, most of this stuff is empty. There's about a dozen, there's a dozen cots, like these hammocks. That's the word. Jeez, these hammocks are drawn on either side, so there's 24 in total. But the space itself is relatively unpersonalized and awaiting an inhabitant for the most part.
So this is our hub for the campaign.
There you go.
I like it. Take some inspiration for that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, Josh.
Uh-oh.
But you can only use it against not
Me?
me.
I get inspiration.
Only
Briseis.
If I get inspiration, I'm using it when I can. No take backsies.
That's a pretty cool idea.
So, looking around under here, is there any sort of weaponry equipped on this ship? Like cannons, harpoons?
Cannons were on the top deck.
Okay.
That's about all you can see.
Okay.
But they don't look like typical.
Ganomes.
Yeah.
Do they
They're-
look like the revolver that Kanaik had? Like the energy kind of stuff?
Yeah. There's definitely a resemblance. You can tell the technology has been modified a little bit. But they still resemble that vague cannon shape. And where are you going?
I was going to the front of the ship.
Front of the ship?
Just to get used to this armor, I'm going to be sparring, like just pretty much shadow sparring.
Just
moving
fighting
around,
the
shadow
crewsmen.
boxing.
swinging the sword. Nah, just in my own
Excuse
area
me.
alone, and then I'll every once in a while pull out the revolver and fire a shot through the air and
Cool.
practice holstering it and just
The first
Practice.
like half dozen or so shots, you can tell everybody like physically recoils as it goes off. This loud, and everyone's kind of. And they go back about their business.
perfect.
If I see him doing this, I'll come and help just so I can give you tips on how to move with armor on.
Perfect.
Cool.
A bonding moment.
I'll be looking for someone that's kind of like maybe mopping the deck,
Sure.
kind of looking for an adventure, maybe.
Caleb?
No.
No.
Not again.
Maybe in a wheelchair?
He's in a wheelchair,
Some
actually.
small, scrawny kid with weak bones.
Pull that same fucking model out.
Oh.
Behold, you're a cripple.
That was funny.
You could just age him and make him a survivor from Siwa.
Yeah, that's it. So, a lot of you are flying through the air, kind of checking out the various odds, ends, and corners of the unknown vessel you currently inhabit.
Still gonna go up to Perseus and Thea, though.
Okay, Briseis is below deck with Maltiak. Thea is still on the railing. She's still just hanging out.
Oh, okay. I don't go up to Thea.
'Kay.
She was closer.
Sure.
Thea.
It creeps me out.
I don't believe that this ship has a name. If it were to have a name, what would you call it?
My greatest adventure.
Take some inspiration.
No.
I'd like to take away any inspiration you get.
The dirty oar.
My dirty oar.
The dirty oar.
The dirty oar part 2.
Throwback. Throwback dirty oar.
Shout out. Dirty
Shout
Oar.
out dirty oar.
Hashtag dirty oar.
I
Shout out to all the dirty oars on Tinder. All right.
do not think I should be the one to name it.
Why not?
I'm just here. I'm not in charge of it. It's not my ship.
Well, according to Taros, it is. It's as much your ship as it is, well, his.
Well, then maybe we should name it together.
What a great idea.
Powwow time.
Assemble the crew.
Let's call it group
Emergency
hug.
meeting.
Everyone, quick, back to the group hug.
I'm gonna go back to my chair.
Okay.
That seems like a lot of work. People don't like me. I'm going back to my chair.
Maybe everyone should name it. Or instead, I sit. So you sit back towards the frontmost part of the ship. What's the rest of you guys doing? Everybody,
Figure out a way to just waste time till we get
Yeah,
there.
brother, I'm sparring until I sleep, and when I sleep, I'm waking up and sparring.
okay.
I'll help him train with armor, and I'll let him practice the revolver on me occasionally, so I can practice taking hits.
Sure.
I will be grabbing people regularly and telling them it's going to be frickin' cold.
Throwing them overboard.
I'm going to help you make something you can wear so you don't freeze to death in my homeland.
You don't think this thing is enough?
No shirt.
No shirt.
It's got sleeves, bro.
No service.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem, baby.
That's what all the leather's on there for, baby.
Oh, really? I'm just gonna be
Apologies.
writing in my spell book.
Okay.
Practicing magic.
Okay. Practicing magic.
Getting drunk, baby.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
You know, Thea, if you're practicing magic, you know, you and I can work together. I'm not as scary as my character is.
Likely story.
Are you practicing magic?
Why, yes.
Damn, how'd you know?
What kind of magic are you trying to prove with? Healing
Like
magics.
school?
uh,
Magic
summoning-
to protect others.
Abjuration. I did not care for that class in college.
Went to college?
I have 6 doctorates.
Oh, God.
That's Dr.
They're all in
Snake Man. They're all in Snake.
You can't read them, but
Right.
they're there.
They're all just S's, just with different spaces.
One of them's literally just a "Don't tread on me" flag.
Gadsden flag.
No step on snake.
That's the modified one with the crocodiles. Let's fuck around and find out. Yeah.
The one that's just like a really shitty just line. Don't. Spelled wrong.
But if you're trying to practice spells that protect people, I do have some knowledge in this. Most of my studies were around illusions and altering the minds of other people. I also minored in necromancy. I'm trying to get better. Necromancy is very difficult to learn, and you have to use it correctly, and it's a mess. Anyway, I would be more than happy to help you practice if you so wish.
Yeah. I felt like I was lacking in our last fight.
Sondrian, when he talked to me, said that fight was displeasing. Can you tell me about it?
We ran into a room where there were some suspicious things going on. And half of our party decided to kind of hurt some innocents, including Sondrian. And I think that's kind of where our divide comes from.
Interesting. I take it did not go well for everybody.
Did not.
That's mighty unfortunate. I cannot change the past. Yet. But
You can do that too.
I can help you train your mind to be stronger. To be able to resist the evil temptations of the world and the people in it, you have to focus your mind on things that are greater than yourself. With this, I can help you, if you'll let me.
I will take you up on any chance to learn. I just don't want to learn anything that's going to harm others.
Right now, we're working on your own personal protection, so that you, if you stay safe, you can make others safe. But the lesson begins now. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Pocket sand.
There you go, Sam. 7. No, wait, 10. But still.
Actually, 17.
Son of a... As you look into the eyes of Sindelian, you see everything you could ever want.
What do you see?
It is, without a doubt, your happiest ending. But what does that happy ending look like?
I am also curious.
Is it a life settled with Briseis, perhaps?
Yeah, probably.
Just casually, like, yeah.
With a baby Busius running.
I would say,
It's the guy that
It
helped us
is.
get down to the mainland.
oh yes, it would be. I feel like I'm really loud.
Long, tan, and handsome.
You're not-
In a place like old with Perseus and telling stories of our great adventures.
If anybody catches a glimpse of Thea during this, all that's happening right now is she just looks like her face just drops, just one of these.
Strange.
She's visibly dazed and can't focus on anything else.
Sucks.
I'm going to say, focus yourself. Focus on what is real, what truly exists. Give me another wisdom save.
Plus 1, 12.
Not enough. You're still seeing that beautiful, beautiful end. But now, the longer it goes on, maybe Briseis isn't there. Maybe it's just you old with a baby. Give me another wisdom save.
Yikes.
What spell is this, by the way?
This is just my ability. This is
Oh.
hypnotic gaze.
Right.
7.
Not her mind.
The sun that you pictured in your greatest ending is now darkened over. Clouds have rolled in. It's raining. It's no longer warm and sunny. It's more cold and desolate. One more time.
11.
There is no house. There is no Briseis. There is no child. You're back at the pits.
Take some bardic inspiration.
Yikes, yeah. Someone bail her out.
One more.
15?
It's enough. Snap out of it. How do you react to that?
What was that?
I have no idea. What did you see?
I don't know. You tell me. Were you not the one doing that?
Oh, I don't project it. It's on the eyes. But it seems like it wasn't very pleasant for very long.
You could say that.
Think on what you saw at first, with the joy, and then think back to the terror you felt. Reconcile those two things. We'll pick it up tomorrow. But remember, the most important thing to understand about this, I'll reach in my pocket and I'll minor illusion a spoon in my hand.
My spoon's too
Remember,
big.
you see this here?
Good soup.
Take focus on it. Realize the truth of what this is. Vanish it. There is no spoon.
Oh.
And I'll slither away.
There is no secret ingredient.
Oh.
That's fucking dope.
Shout out Poe. Shout out Kung Fu
Shout out
Panda.
pandas.
Shout out Pandas.
Shut up, pants.
Glad you liked it.
Take some inspiration for that, Sam. That was very cool. Anybody below deck?
Aren't you?
Briseis is.
Probably made my way
Everybody
down
is
there
above
by
deck.
now.
Cool.
Ours went below.
I know you climbed down from the crow's nest.
And then after I talked to
Slytherin.
Cendrillion,
Cylinder. Part 2.
You were looking around for a Caleb.
well,
Paraplegic.
Was that official? Is that canon?
yeah, I guess I didn't say I did it, so.
It's up to you. I mean, you
Okay,
still
I
have
wanna
that
be down
choice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Briseis.
Cool. So, kind of gently swinging in one of these hammocks, Briseis is kind of sitting there, and he's got his spear between like both of his hands, and he's like resting the base of it on the ground. He's kind of just hitting his head on it as you walk up.
Briseis, I wouldn't recommend hitting your head into the pointy end of a spear.
He's just trying to wake up.
Hey.
Forgive me, I was lost
There is
in
no
thought.
spear.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I don't want to disappoint. I'm afraid the moment will be too big for me, and I'll let you all down.
The only way you would let us down is if you didn't fight.
But I can do more. I feel more.
What do you feel?
It's sounds weird to say, but power. I feel it inside me, but it's like this animal sort of stuck in a cage and I don't know the lock.
Well, when we get into combat, do you hold back?
I don't know. I've only ever defended myself until of late. To which point, then I've defended you all.
Let's say next time we find ourselves in a fight, don't hold back. Just go until I stop you.
Very well.
If you do have some sort of power hidden inside of you, that will show us.
I hope you're right. I always feel so amped up and I don't know. It's silly to say.
Well,
Surely you, though, would know if there's any potential to be unlocked. I mean, you're a 1,000 times better of a fighter than I'll ever be.
I just had a very good mentor. I had very good training. That's all it is.
You're lucky.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, truly, you are. Sure, bad things have happened to you, but for the most part, you've always been a master of your own destiny.
The only thing that I am a master of is what I drink. I can't control anything else.
You sell yourself short, Aras. I've come to learn that about you.
When you've lost something so dear to you, you realize how just kind of all of it doesn't matter. Earlier, when the ship took off, I was up in the crow's nest. I almost fell out of there. Maybe luckily I caught myself, but part of me wishes I didn't.
Don't say that.
Would have been a pretty interesting way to go.
Interesting, sure, but surely not for better.
Maybe. Anyways, enough of that, and I'll pull out a drink, and it's empty. And I'm very upset. And is there windows down here?
Not really. I mean, there's like a couple of port windows.
I'm gonna take that bottle and eat it out the window.
Okay.
That's littering.
We're in the sky.
Probably
It
just kill
just-
someone on land.
Someone.
It immediately, just gets almost taken out of your hand by the gust of wind before you can even really release it. It just... Oh.
You know, they say 1 in 4 bottles don't hit the ground.
Where do they go, Josh?
Where do they go, Josh?
Um...
Where do they land, Drake?
So you guys pass the time of your sort of first day aboard the nameless ship. Yes, we've
So
not
far,
arrived.
yeah.
Okay. The balloon boat.
BB.
Is there anything else the lot of you would like to do before retiring? I assume eating. Have a
You assume too
meal.
much.
Oh. So the
What,
lot of you.
what do the crew members look like? They all humans, all like
the most
8
part.
feet tall
Yep.
monsters.
Not 8 feet tall. That was just Marcus. But most of them are relatively large. I mean, they're all above 6 foot.
Shooting guards?
Probably
Selective.
more like centers.
Centers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
A couple of shacks walking around?
I forget NBA players are freakishly tall. So yeah, probably about a point guard. They're probably about
From
6.
one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, point guards are like 6'3".
He said, what?
6'4".
What now?
Selective breeding will do that to you.
Yeah. Cool. So everybody's concluding their first day with some sleep.
There's no snakes on board the ship, are there?
There are hopefully no snakes on this plane.
I'm gonna go back to the wheel before I go to bed.
Okay.
That's it. I'm just gonna stand up
Just
there.
go.
Nothing special. Yeah.
Stand up there.
Who's sleeping in the captain's
Just put
quarters?
one of the knobs in your mouth. Good.
Anyone?
Just
I would
just
assume
trying
the
to
navigators.
trying to feel some good feelings again.
Sure. I will say, as
Fair,
you
but
kind of gently turn the wheel, and just kind of trying to retreat back to the memories of your past life. A lot of the memories are hazy. Faces are grayed out, or sort of like missing facial features of the people around you. The landscape itself is sort
oil
of like
painting that's not
Starry Night,
finished.
yeah, Van Gogh type spirally. So there's things there, but you can't quite make them out. And it seems like just the details are escaping you, but you still feel the emotion of it, raw as if you were there.
Just take a deep breath and release it and go back down underneath.
Okay. You head back to your hammock. Everybody heading to their hammocks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not quite yet.
Not yet. What are you up to?
What kind of night is it? Is it cloudy? Is it moonlit?
Dark
For the
night.
most part, it's clear. There is
Shut up,
a
Batman.
yeah, it's relatively clear.
I want to head near the bow and kind of look around and just see if I can see my home mountain from where we're at.
Okay. You kind of look off into the distance, and for the most part, the horizon itself is just this endless expanse of blue.
So we're over sea right now. I'm just gonna sigh and then head downstairs.
Everyone heading to bed? Go ahead and long rest if you need it.
Briseis has that shield I gave him, right? That he's just wearing on his back because he likes his shield better.
Yeah.
Is that where we landed?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he took the
Just
shield.
so you
with
know,
us.
more so you.
Well, I
Y'all
can't
refresh.
mechanically have more than one shield equipped at once.
Right.
So I won't benefit
Well, it's a
from
good
it.
fucking shield, so
I know.
somebody we're having. So.
He has it with it on his person, so if inevitably we want to switch it out with someone, that's an option.
Cool.
But he's not going to utilize it.
It's upsetting. But it happens.
Yeah. Everybody going to sleep? Cool,
Nap
cool.
time.
Aras,
Oh.
Hey.
God damn it.
as the tendrils of darkness begin to grip your mind, and you find yourself sort of slipping closer to a sort of familiar dream state. Your eyes open into the familiar green gold expanse that you found yourself in before waking in the city of Mendontos that day of the incident.
Shit.
Again, as you kind of step up from your slumber and you awake from these golden green reeds, they seem to recede back into the ground slowly, leaving nothing but shortcut grass, and then dirt, and then sand. The entirety of the landscape has shifted from this endless green plain to this endless desert. You look around. The landscape is endless. Seemingly the horizon continuing for miles upon miles upon miles, with nothing but sand and the dunes. As you clamber to your feet, your foot gets sort of caught in the buildup of these larger sand dunes, and you can feel the earth around you begin to start this slow but very discernible whirlpool, as you can see the sands now sort of shifting around you slowly. Again, just this gradual build-up. Your feet are stuck in place as you try to rip them from their shackles. Before you, as you look frantically from foot to something to kind of latch onto, you see the amulet once more, just ahead of you. The same amulet you saw in your first stream.
reach out. And
You reach out, and you're on your first kind of reach towards it. Your middle finger barely makes purchase with it, and you see it kind of like swinging in midair, just out of grip, just out of reach.
do I have like my staff with me? Do I
Nothing.
have
Just
my
your
clothes.
Just your clothes.
I'm gonna take the belt of my pants.
'Kay.
I'm gonna try to
Okay.
use it to like swing it around and
Sure.
grab onto it to pull it
Kind
towards
of
me.
lash it around. Just give me a just make an attack roll. Add your dex mod.
Eight.
Okay. You throw it around, and you see it make purchase, and you like grab it on the other side, and you're beginning to kind of loop it up so you can pull it towards you. And just as it does, the ends of the rope slip off the corners again of this vaguely eye-shaped amulet. You see it begin to float away from your direction. Again, as you're now very discernibly sinking lower and lower into this toilet bowl of sand, so to speak. You watch as the amulet begins to float up towards the precipice of the cliff, this large swirling chasm. And a very distinct figure stands at the top. The invader from Mendontos, the large, purple, some kind of primordial being stands at the top, and you watch as the amulet flies into his clutch. He kind of looks at it and looks back to you. You can see the fire in his eyes. These red-orange irises peer back at you with these extremely small pupils, almost peering through your soul. You can feel your heart beginning to beat. Suddenly, in an instant, the whirlpool that held you captive reverses course immediately. The distance in which you sunk, you're rapidly elevated right in front of his face, and he grabs you at the throat.
Gonna try to hit him.
Just
try
as
to
you-
break his grasp.
Give me a grapple check.
So that's strength.
Yep, or acrobatics.
Get rid of that die.
Yep.
10.
Doesn't meet. As you feel the life beginning to get squeezed out of your throat, you can see him almost kind of smiling as he drives you down, your feet being further driven into the sand. They're up to almost your knees now, and he's just driving you down, down, down. You wake up.
As soon as I wake up, I scream.
Yep.
And I'm going to jump out of my hammock and just go to the top of the deck.
Covered in sweat and shaking beyond belief. You stumble your way to the top deck. The lot of you can roll perception. Actually, what's your passive perception?
12.
I think I have
8.
it here.
12. Nice.
13.
You know what? Everybody go ahead and roll perception, because it was more of an active type deal.
That's cocked.
I don't know how that works while you're asleep.
Yeah.
Disadvantage?
Do you have disadvantage?
I don't know.
I know I read it once, but I don't remember.
I gotta take that nat 20 away from me, Crips.
It's what I do. I live my life to disappoint. I'm quite good at it.
Can I take my passive perception instead?
This implies that a sleeper does indeed use an unmodified passive perception, at least for audible effects.
I have it on parchment.
So yeah, it would just be your passive perception.
Oh man, I
Dude.
rolled a 20 and an 18.
Roll a stealth check. I know you're not trying to be stealthy, but that's the DC.
Poop check.
Don't have mods to it.
16.
16. So nobody hears it. Oh well, does Sandilian have a 16 or higher passive perception?
No.
I didn't think so. You always get so offended.
Fuck your net 20.
Fuck me, man. God.
So you head up to the top deck. Where are you heading? Just onto one of the railings or whatever?
Just on the railing and just looking
Sure.
over out into the abyss.
Sure. As you look out, the sort of crystal blue sky that was again unlittered with clouds, you now see a vague storm front, still well off in the distance, but you can see a very distinct storm cloud kind of rolling and the lightning kind of illuminating the inner confines of said cloud system.
Coming towards us.
Make a nature check.
That is 13.
You can't tell if it's getting closer or further away, but you can discern that it's definitely in your path. So if at the speed you're going, you guys will hit it inevitably, whether it be coming towards you or you guys driving into it.
Is there still someone up there captaining the ship? I'll just walk over there and point to it and ask him if he sees it.
I see it.
Anything to be worried about?
Usually not. Turbulence isn't much of a problem here.
Well, what is turbulence?
That's the shakiness of the ship.
It's gonna shake.
It can. Sometimes if you feel this light vibration as you kind of drive through some interference of the wind. Like that. Not a big deal.
I hope so.
We can always go around it if you'd rather, sir.
How long do you think we have until we meet it?
I'd give it another 12 hours.
We'll have to
Maybe.
We'll have to ask the rest of the group when they awake.
Sure, might hit us before then, but just a storm. Nothing to be worried about.
All right, if you say so.
Sounds like something we should be incredibly worried about.
I'm
It's
worried.
just lightning while you're in the sky. What's to worry about?
In a wooden vessel.
I'm sure it's totally fine.
In the sky on the giant.
Totally fine. Where you heading?
I ain't gonna go back to sleep, so I'm just. I'll go down to the captain's quarters.
Cool.
See what I can find.
So you recede down the flight of stairs onto the main deck, and then do a 180 into the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Which is again vaguely bland. There's a desk, some
Any like books?
no
Bookcases?
books, nothing. There's a crate of fur and leather and some tools. There's a large sort of wardrobe type dresser to your right, and then there's 2 empty bookshelves to your left.
I'm just gonna go into the middle of the room and just gonna meditate.
Sure. You just kind of pop a squat in front of the desk and close your eyes.
Jesus.
As the lot of you come to consciousness, you find yourself in your individual hammocks, sitting on the lower decks. The day is yours.
Important question. Do I fit in a hammock?
Yeah, you would.
Pretty big hammock.
It's just a tent that I'd staple to the wall.
It's a bedroll we've just like nailed to boards so you can get up there.
I just want to head up to the top deck and get a lay of the land, or see where we're
Okay.
at.
You do so. As you head up, you find yourself on the deck of the ship. Is everybody getting up, heading up?
I am.
Okay.
The sun is up, and so am I.
There it is. So the 4 of you head to the upper deck and find yourself in the midst of some thick cloud obscurity.
That was perfectly cued.
Wow.
Should I roll initiative an hour later? Like it's going poorly.
The ship itself is beginning to rock gently with a bit of turbulence here and there. And you feel the onset of rain beginning to kind of pour onto the main deck, lightly, but it's coming down.
I'll look to the wheel, and sure someone's still on it.
Yep.
We are in a storm.
I see that.
Why did you not go around it?
I talked to Oh, the shirtless one. Said it was alright. Keep pursuing through.
How many of these has he piloted?
I don't know. Look, Shem just told me to listen to the lot of you.
How many... How... Have you ever piloted one of these before?
I sailed a paddle boat once. Would you like to take over?
Get down.
By all means.
I'm gonna go up there and just start trying to keep it as steady as
Sure.
possible.
Give me just a general intelligence check.
I feel like with advantage since Soul Captain Boy.
Yeah, that's true. Good. Shout out, Duke.
Shout out Duke, smart!
How we doing, Cap?
Bardic Inspiration?
I have inspiration too. Can I use my inspiration?
You can use, yeah.
Thanks, appreciate that. Not rolling that one. Actually, not rolling that one. Nice. 14.
14's enough to at least keep it steady.
Jesus. I rolled a 1 and a 3, by the way.
Yeah.
You'll probably have proficiency because it's an old job you have. So you can probably add your proficiency bonus.
16.
Okay.
Shout out Argon, smart.
So the lot of you...
Just a little rusty. Haven't done it in a while.
Yep, exactly.
And it's in the air.
The lot of you head up to this rain-soaked wooden deck. What would you like to do, the three of you?
I will breathe deeply. Yeah, this is about right weather. We're going the right way.
It's actually, that's reassuring to hear you say that.
This is good. Oh, all right.
It's like living in England. You just look outside rain. Oh, sunny day.
Good.
Shout out England.
No.
Fish and chips.
They know what they did.
In it.
Oh, it's always right.
I'm going to minor illusion an umbrella and laugh.
He's insane.
It's funny. Because it passes right through it. It's not a solid object.
I will go under the umbrella a little bit and then realize it's not real.
There is no spoon.
How's the crew looking? Are they looking a little...
It's not a
little
spoon.
down?
No.
You're getting rained on?
Completely unfazed.
Cool.
Albeit maybe a little cold.
I'm gonna have my,
Sluggish at all?
They're used to... Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
I'm gonna have my feather fall ready to go just in case shit goes sideways here.
Okay. Briseis now joins you guys on the upper deck. Well, this isn't how we left things. Are we all right to be here?
I have no idea.
He kind of
Perhaps.
looks up towards the captain's wheel. Taros!
What?
Are we all right? Again, kind of peering through the rain.
I think we're still in the air, so yes?
That's comforting! How long until we're through this?
I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast around and see if it'll, like, part a little bit so I can kind of
Okay.
get a quick
So you kind
snapshot.
of you aim it through the central masts, and you watch this bolt go through the entirety of the length of the ship and into some of the ensuing clouds, and it just disappears. Yeah, you see like this purple flare almost, and it just disappears into the clouds.
Fuck. I don't know.
Well, all right.
We should have went around it when we had the chance.
We were all asleep.
I was... Wait, who said that to me?
Taurus, or I'm sorry, Briseis.
I meant who was the captain, the pilot.
Oh.
I'm looking at you, Jerry.
Ah, shoot.
Damn it, Jerry.
Maltiak,
Yes.
do you have rope?
A little bit. Why?
I am worried of falling off this skyboat. We should tie ourselves to the rails.
Might it not be better to wait under deck then?
They may need our help up here.
I've only got 50 feet. why don't you hold on to it?
Just at that moment, this zap of lightning hits the topmost crow's nest, and you can see these like embers begin to kind of shoot over and land on the deck in front of you, and quickly go out. But the crow's nest is fried.
This seems grossly irresponsible that nobody steered us around this and steered us into it. I just gotta say.
Looking at you, Jerry.
I'm sorry. Blame the monk.
Are you still underneath?
I'm in the captain's quarters.
Someone find Aras and ask him what happened.
Deal.
Okay. Everybody roll an investigation check. Whoever rolls highest gets to find him.
I'm steering.
Oh,
so
not me.
Good luck.
I rolled a nat 1. 15.
I rolled a 2.
2. Low, buddies.
You get
15.
15.
Roll off. Rollies. Quackius.
4.
14.
Quackius saves the day.
It's Sir Quackington.
I'm sorry. How dare I?
You will put the sir in front of it.
So as the lot of you scour the top deck and lower deck, you find Aras still sitting.
Actually, he finds me, staff in hand, beating the shit out of one of the empty bookcases.
Nice. It's just a splintered mess. Like you tried to build an IKEA shelf, got tired of it, and
Beat the shit out of it
nature
with the
ran
staff.
its course.
Aras,
Still swinging on it.
I'll just come over and I'll put my hand on your arm and try and stop you.
When you do that, I will instinctively turn and go to sweep your leg with my staff.
Roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Is that a grapple check if you're sweeping my leg? Or
Probably a dex
You're trying to
check.
knock him prone?
Yeah.
It would be an attack roll, and then if he hits, you would just have to succeed a strength save. So roll to hit.
It hits.
Yeah, it's a base 19.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's your monk thing?
Monk spell DC.
I got an 18 on my...
Okay, he's fine.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Just
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom mod. So 10. Yeah, you're good. That'd be 13.
Strong calves.
Shout out calves.
Calf races.
And so when I turn to hit you and you see my face, it's just this this rage. Like it just doesn't look like I'm there.
Sure.
I want to pull him in for a hug
bear hug.
Stop
Okay.
it. Stop it.
and just try and comfort you a little bit.
I break down.
Aw.
I'll just...
I melt in your arms.
Aww. That's so sad.
I'll just stand there and give you time.
I don't know what to say.
What happened, Aras?
I had a dream that the guy from Indontos, he was there, he was choking me. And there was nothing I could do to stop it. And he grabbed this amulet, this... What are those things called? The sand time thing?
An hourglass.
And he grabbed this hourglass, and it seemed like he got what he wanted. He got what they're searching for, and we lost. And there's nothing I could do to stop it. I was frozen. I was stuck.
Well, maybe because in your dream you were by yourself. But when you're awake, you have all of us. And we won't let that happen.
It felt exactly like it did when I lost everything. When my entire order fell, my mentor died. I felt lost and alone again.
I'm sorry.
And I refuse to feel that way again.
I don't know that kind of pain. or that kind of struggle. But we are here for you.
That's the problem. I can't let you guys get too close. So if something were to happen to one of you again, like Sandron, he's already gone again. Someone that I just met, someone that I was starting to get attachments to, gone. Perseus, whom we thought we lost him. Another person that I started to get attached to, almost gone. If I get attached to any of you, you'll be gone.
I know it seems that way. But the attachments are the only way we can make it through this.
This storm sounds like it's getting pretty bad. And I'm gonna just kind of step back and collect myself.
From his description of the of the amulet in his dream,
Mhm.
does it sound like the amulet I saw on Cadassius?
Make an insight check.
12.
You're not really able to discern either way.
Okay.
It was a sort of vague description from Aras. You just know it's an amulet.
Okay. I'll just kind of clap Aras on the shoulder. Let's go out and meet everyone else.
I'll be there in a moment.
Take your time.
And then probably like 30 seconds after you walk out, I'll walk out.
As you guys walk out to the various shouting of the sort of Nephrites guard who are doing their best to manage this situation. Just a lot of rabble going on. Hoist the gallant sails! Bring them in! Right. What are the lot of you doing? Just kind of spectating?
If they're doing something that looks difficult, I will be lending hands.
Sure. So yeah, you go over to the central mast where you can see a lot of them are like trying their best to hoist in the side gallard sails and tie knots, and you see like 3 dudes holding 3 different sets of ropes, and you just walk over and kind of grab all 9 ropes and hoist them all in yourself. Right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna do the first bard thing I've done all campaign.
Okay.
And like while I'm barking orders, I'm gonna start singing like a
sea shanty.
Like a very intense, kind of just monotone, but like very piercing.
Yo.
Yeah. But it's gonna. I want it to act like bardic inspiration. So
Sure.
so everybody on the
Let's
ship
have a
kinda-
song then.
Everybody on the ship kind of feels safe, feels rejuvenated,
Dope.
feels good, and feels like they're,
Sally
handle it.
Brown, she's the
Just
girl for
like
me.
they all just
boys.
took like 3 5-hour energies, like they're
Sure.
feeling great.
Yeah, you can see everybody's morale just
See.
immediately perks up. Everybody is just really nailing efficiently their tasks.
Sweet.
That's awesome. Did I already give you inspiration?
Give it to me again. I used it.
Yeah, have some more inspiration.
You just whip out a hurdy-gurdy.
Mostly just because I love sea shanties. Shout out Black Flag.
Best Assassin's
Best
Creed.
AC game. Yeah.
Yep.
ever.
Oh, I thought you meant the band.
Oh.
That's a band?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Flag. They're a major punk band.
The more you know.
Do I
Fight
see
the
anything
system.
that I can help with as I walk out?
I mean, there's a lot of... How's your ship faring knowledge?
Little to none.
Yeah. I
We're
mean,
leaning on the nun side.
so you don't know specifically like what to do. You feel like you're sort of in a sense where like there are things that need to be done, but you don't know what to take agency on to do yourself. So you're kind of like taking 2 steps this way to help people in a job, and then they like walk away, and you're like, okay. Ultimately, it ends up with you kind of just watching. A sense of paralysis almost.
I'll ask one of the crewmates what I can do.
Over this way. We're moving the exhaust pipes in. And he takes you back below deck, and they're trying to kind of like stabilize some of the mechanical infrastructure on the like backside of the ship. You can see him just tinkering away, just hammering, trying to get some extra stabilization.
Okay.
And he's just shouting, at you, trying to get you to, hammer here, hold this, right, as he completes his task. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. This continues for the next 8 to 10 hours or so. A lot of you are surviving this just vicious storm.
Anybody falling overboard?
Nobody's fallen overboard yet.
Cool.
They're
Yeah.
just
Uh-oh.
everybody's doing their jobs. There are moments of like brief turbulence to the point where you feel the ship like getting rocked, and then it kind of sinks a little bit, and then you feel the engines almost kick back in. But for the most part, it's smooth sailing.
Any more lightning strikes
to
on our
that
ship?
point. There are definitely some around it. The front, I think that's actually called the bow, the actual nose, if you will. That gets struck.
Stern?
Stern,
Stern's
maybe?
back.
Oh, is
Oh.
it?
I thought that was the aft.
Oh yeah, bow to stern.
Bow to stern.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's how I describe like manscaping.
And then
Oh,
port is,
Clean-shaven bow to stern.
and
Yeah.
then port is left, right?
Port side, starboard side.
Because port also has 4 letters.
Yeah, that's how I remember it too. Port short. Anyway,
The reason the ship captain was always drunk was he was always quartered on the port side.
I need everybody to give me a
Yes.
Constitution save from being in the harsh conditions
We have advantage
for
on
half a
those.
day.
We do?
We do.
Goliath.
Sure.
We're acclimated
you.
to high altitudes.
I trust you.
Mod 20.
Nice.
24?
Nice.
14.
Nice.
12.
Nice.
18.
Nice.
19.
Nice.
What?
The three of us fail and take a level of exhaustion.
Who?
Briseis, Aras, and Sindelion.
Classic.
Again, the freezing rain just chills you to your bone.
What's the DC?
15.
Ah,
I know.
So close.
every time.
If it helps you, I also rolled a 14. I was like, no.
12 plus 1. So it's-
With
Slow
that,
drill pass.
R.I.P.
you see as the
Yeah.
as the storm continues, the clouds remain dark and rumbling, but the rain at this point is now beginning to turn to snow as you've now reached the higher altitudes and the just more general southern region, nearing the Addock Hills.
So the rain turns to snow, does the thunder stop?
Should it? Scientifically? I'm not a meteorologist, so.
Well, I have a doctorate in it. So.
Okay. So yeah, as the lot of it sort of fades behind you.
That would be so surreal.
Thun-
Like, it's
thunder
the middle
snow.
of a thunderstorm.
Thunder snow is very rare.
And then it's
spooky.
Like, yeah, that'd be so
Oh, so it's not impossible?
Not impossible. It just shouldn't happen.
Fuck it. There's magic in this world, and I want thunder.
All right, thunder
Okay.
snow.
Can't do that.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. So as the sort of thunderclouds dissipate behind you, and you're left with this sort of blizzard, again, this thick, dense snow, you continue to sail your way through the clouds. What are the lot of you doing?
I'm gonna take my, robe and kind of close it up so my chest ain't exposed.
Okay.
Then he got hard nips.
Yeah, he does.
Briseis, Thea. Wait for Briseis to have an opportunity to answer.
Yes.
You two look cold. I have had furs and leathers put
Oh.
on the boat for us.
That would be very helpful.
Come, let me get you fitted.
He's like a little tailor.
I have leather working tools, and I'm proficient in them.
So they follow you into the captain's cabin, or at least Briseis does. I won't speak for you, Thea.
So you said this is like blizzard-esque. So even though
Yeah.
we're out of thunder, it's still like high winds,
High
harsh
winds,
conditions.
thick gray clouds, and just
Snow.
absolute blizzard.
Okay.
Tons of snow. You guys are very comfortable. This is like home.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
I'll grab some of the extra furs from that chest that he's working out of.
Okay.
And I'll just like place them on the cots. That way there's warm beds.
Okay. You do that.
I'm gonna head up to the wheel with Taros.
Heading up to the captain's wheel. Very cool. Okay. As you've sailed about a day and a half or so at this point, and even through the clouds, there are brief moments of clarity through the atmosphere, and you can look down and you see you are over land rather than water at this point. As the lot of you tend to your various activities amongst the ship, the lot of you hear a very distinct, stomach-dropping, bone-chilling roar from the clouds. This. Thanks. Argon, you in particular feel a sense of dread just overcome your entire body. A familiar spine chill. One that reminds you of your home, and a very familiar adversary. The lot of you, again, the ship kind of halts to a silence
I instantly aim from
You're
the general
looking.
direction.
through the clouds. But that's the thing, the source is sort
Right.
of aimless. It's this ethereal, like the clouds itself are yelling.
Searching.
You're just looking, make an investigation check. Dude, I'm getting goosebumps. Ugh.
17.
17.
18. Sorry.
18.
Yep.
As you're watching, you hear it again, this, and you're kind of looking through the clouds. You see this faint visage, almost this mirage-like shooting plume through the clouds as the clouds begin to move unnaturally, circling around from the port side to your left.
Man the cannons!
Everyone, to your positions! You hear the Nefriti guard yell, and the lot of them begin to take up arms on the large cannons.
Jerry, get on the wheel.
Aye, aye, Captain! He grabs the wheel. The lot of you hear this. Argon, what are you up to?
I will very much recognize this roar.
You would.
What is it?
You would know it to be
I know what it is.
the roar of a dragon.
That's not good.
What did it say?
I don't. He doesn't know.
But where's
Well,
the
I know.
dungeon, Josh?
I speak Draconic. What did it say?
Good morning.
What are you doing here?
I come in peace.
Get off my lawn!
The sun is up and so on.
Oi! I'm here to give you levels and magic items.
It says flee.
We aren't doing that.
Do you talk back to it?
It just has fleas.
Yeah, I'll shout out in Draconic. Just identify yourself.
Okay. So you just shout that out in this spooky lizard language,
Yep.
and kind of wait for the heavens to sort of answer you back. Argon, you make your way out of the captain's cabin towards the top of the deck, just waiting for what you hope was a dream or some kind of mistake that you heard. And you find yourself on the port side railing as you watch this.
I will come up onto the deck.
Yeah.
And as I am going past those that are around me, I will scream very loudly. Dragon.
Dragon!
That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna tie a lifeline.
Okay. So you're tying up to one of the main masts. What do you mean?
I'm gonna start popping shots.
Okay.
I mean dragon.
Everyone roll initiative, please.
You gonna punch this dragon, Duke? You gonna give it a fucking haymaker?
Gonna punch it right in the nose. Nice.
Like a shark, right? Just a straight jab.
Thea?
Bazooka shark.
It's like, you say it's like a shark.
Seven.
You just flip it upside down.
No.
it goes to
Yeah,
sleep.
17. 38.
Taurus?
19.
19. We gotta... No, never mind. You go first.
Thanks.
Aras?
Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Aladdin.
Sandilion?
5.
Argon?
Really rolling good today.
11?
19.
19.
Yeah.
So,
It's +2.
Plus 4.
You're good, yeah. I'm like, you're a monk. You should have more dex.
here's a cool thing. We're gonna try something new today.
Oh, great. That'll end well.
Uh-oh.
It benefits you guys.
Oh, great.
Rather, it
Oh,
benefits
perfect.
creativity.
Okay.
So, what's gonna happen now on
Is we get to see your roll?
ties? We're implementing a new system called shared initiative. You guys can basically enact in the same turn. So, for instance, Maltiak and Taros rolled the same initiative. The two of you move at the same time.
That's dope.
So we can do
Should have
stuff
been doing that.
together.
Should have been doing that the whole time.
Agreed.
Throw me.
I heard of it the other day, and I was
Throw
like,
me.
we're obviously going to start
Okay.
doing this. Okay, so we're here. We've rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Our board is set up. We got to hit the GoPro. Dylan, you're tall.
I nose ghosted it.
You nose ghosted it?
Yeah.
And Creeb's lost? Careful, careful. Do we really want Creeb's doing it?
Did I hit it?
Mr. Thumbs for hands?
Hold.
No!
I'm sorry.
To the left.
Take it back now, y'all.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
What
Sit
up this time?
So we're here. We've got initiative rolled. Our map is set. The GoPro's going. First turn. We've got a new mechanic going on.
In the middle of his sentence.
We're already mid-take, Alec.
Action.
We're trying out a new mechanic called Shared Initiative, where we're doing basically on ties. People get to go at the same time. I saw that on somebody's D&D channel. I forget your name, so forgive me. What was that guy's name? I really would like to give him a shout out right quick, because it was a great
Critical roll.
idea. It was not Critical Role, believe it or not.
They do use it on that.
That
I
really.
watched a ton of his stuff.
It's that new one that's up and coming, but like a cult following. Grimdark and Dicey.
Grimdark and Dicey, yeah.
Grimdark and Dicey.
Saw it on
That's
there.
it, That's it. Oh, here it is. XP to level 3. That's his name.
Oh, that
yeah.
guy.
He's
Yeah.
real great.
That guy.
Saw it on his channel, and I was like, Kadoy! That's a great idea. So we're doing it. We're doing it. Thank you. That being said, Taros, Maltiak, you guys hold the first turn. I need you to start with a perception check.
This sucks.
I hate this game.
Look check.
Sir Quackington.
I rolled 16, so it's a 14.
Oh, nice.
Why is your perception so bad?
Because my wisdom's a 7.
12.
Jesus.
12.
It's a big ass wisdom. Wisdom's out.
3.
Hey yo, shout out dragons.
The two of you
That's so far away.
see to the port side deck the faint outline of this large white dragon as it kind of blends in with the clouds and the blizzard. For the purposes of the battle, it will have half cover as you're shooting through
Me.
mostly obscurity. So, what would you guys like to do with your turn? Where is it? You hear crying from the other soldiers. I can't see through the clouds!
I'm going to hex it right off the bat.
Okay.
As soon as I see it come out, just from the hip, I'll throw hex forward. And
chain?
It'll just spiral around
You
it.
see this like purple, the chain collar comes out and this long like distendable purple pink chain disappears like into the clouds. And you just hear
Attach.
chink. You hear this impact at the very end as it kind of echoes through the clouds.
I'll say there, and I'll blast just all 3
Sure.
shots out of the revolver.
Steer port side cannons! Ready, men!
So make 3 attacks, correct?
Real quick here.
Yes.
You're shooting with your gun. Wasn't hex an action?
Bonus action.
Hex is a bonus action, so you get 2 with your gun. These are your friends.
Did you roll for him?
Yes, they fire your cannons on that initiative,
That's a 12.
Oh, okay.
and you guys can kind of direct them.
12?
12 misses, unfortunately.
22.
22 would hit.
Sweet.
So your first shot shoots into the endless abyss that are these white snowy clouds, and you just see it like a flare gun just goes off into the distance.
9 damage.
Second one hits for 9 damage as you hear it purchase on the side of the creature, and nothing follows. Anything else with your turn, Taurus?
I'll just be yelling at where
Sure.
it is.
Maltiak, you're moving at the same time. What are you
I
up to?
moved as far as I could.
Moved as far as you could. No ranged attacks.
Nope. I guess I will dash.
You'll
actually.
dash. Excellent.
I'm so close, but so far.
Sure. And just to be clear, I'm kind of out of board space, but he's probably over another 15, 20 feet or so, and elevated.
So no
He's definitely out of melee range. Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry. I realize now that was unclear. Anything else with your turn?
No.
You guys are done? Cool. Dragon's turn.
How far can he
You
move?
ready to stand here, barbarian?
Lots.
So I said he was about
Land,
20
damn
feet
you.
away. So we'll say he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50. Hang on, I kind of piloted this wrong. Where was he? Sorry. Here-ish. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 39, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
As he looks,
That's a lot of movement.
you see this
That's a lot of damage.
this plume of what looks to be an amalgamation of like snow and ice, and these scales just with lightning speed flash in the peripheral of your vision. You see the Nephrites crew are kind of like trying to turn the ship and man the cannons and over into the vague direction of where the hex collar went out. And this large white visage whooshes around the backside and is going to unleash a
Code of Gold.
a breath attack. I need Aras, Taros, and Jerry to give me Constitution saving throws. Yikes. Nine.
19.
19.
What happened to me, Big Daddy?
That bardic inspiration be delicious, let me tell you.
Hey, do I get some of that?
I haven't given it to you. I just add half my proficiency to. Right? Isn't that correct?
Checks. Not safe.
So then 18. My bad.
Ah, dang. The spell save DC was actually 19. That sucks.
Yeah.
Wild.
It is a dragon.
Okay. Nah, we just take half the damage.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
What, is my AC not important?
And each of the dragon's turns will roll a die.
Shiver
Might
me
get to do it
timbers.
again.
Holy fuck.
After that, I'll TPK.
Jerry's fucking.
This is Freeze's salad.
That is 50 cold damage, or half as much if you saved. You rolled a 12,
9.
a 9. That is a fail.
Yeah.
What's your max HP, Duke?
40. I'm down.
Okay.
So this large white dragon,
So I take 25
you
fucking
take 25 cold.
There you go.
It whooshes around the
Shiver me
backside, and
timbers.
you just see these ice shards and this bitter cold breath. You see Jerry kind of turn over to the wayside. He says, "It's on our back," and you see him like begin to like harden and just stuck in place near the captain's wheel. Aras is sort of in a similar fashion as the
I'm just gonna fully embrace it, staring it down.
Sure. Definitely still like more cold than you've ever felt in your life.
Status rings, please.
Status rings.
Thank you.
There you are, sir. I need Jerry, please.
Oh. See you, Jer.
He's a gonzo.
Should have went around
Also-
the fucking storm.
From the backside of the ship, a lot of you hear this very distinct
Uh-oh.
as a large billow of smoke, contrasting with the sort of white-gray clouds around you. This dark, black, thick plume begins emanating from the back left engine. And you feel the ship kind of just ever so slightly begin to dip in the backside. That's the end of the dragon's turn. Yes. That brings us to Thea. You're up.
If And how? If I dash, can I still make a bonus action?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Dashing is an action.
Remember, you're over here.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 59, 60. I don't think I'd make it.
You're like 70 feet away from where you wanted to be.
Yeah, because I need to be within 30 to do the spell I want to do.
Am I over 90 feet away from you? Assuming
I
it's
think
something for me.
so. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 70, 80, 90. Just 10 feet
Hey!
away.
Might as
Well,
do
it like
goddamn.
blew me in when the thing fell. I
Yeah, Joshua, you
Nope.
slid.
You just toboggan down the stairs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What do you see in our shared now?
Yeah, well, if I move through Basharias, is that an extra 5 feet? I then. How far away is this dude?
The dragon.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Quite.
Further away.
It's over here. I think it's probably 100 plus feet away from you. 150.
So no javelin.
Maybe javelin. I don't know what your range is.
I think
on
isn't it
javelins.
like 120?
Javelins are about 120. That's your maximum range.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's a good idea to run.
Javelin is 3120. So you'd be at disadvantage. You may not even be able to target him. You have to be within 120 for it to hit it at all.
Right.
I'll
That's the
just-
maximum range.
Yeah.
Start running that way again.
That'd be a women's world record. Well, maybe not 120 feet. Maybe 120 yards. No, that's a lot. A football field? Anyway, I'm done with conversations with myself.
Thank God.
Anything else, Thea?
Yeah, I'll guess I'll cast it on Briseis instead.
What are you casting?
Sanctuary.
Which does what?
Again, you have to make wisdom saves if you target them. Him.
Oh,
Dragon.
okay, I get you. Are you saying anything as you
Hey.
kind of pass him?
No.
Love you, babe.
Go get him.
Be safe.
Just random kissy noises.
Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Argon, you're up. Aras, I need a death save. Grabs the
What do I have to beat?
10. Well, a 9 technically. You need a 10 or higher.
Yes, sir.
11.
Okay, that's one success.
Right, success.
Anticipate where the dragon might go. He's
Okay.
attacking the engine. Is there anyone manning this cannon?
Doesn't look that way.
Better question. Do I know how to operate a cannon?
You can roll
Just
a
Master
general
Chief it, dude.
intelligence
Just
check.
Rip it off and
It'd be like the Prophet from Crisis and just rip tank
There you go.
turrets out.
Gosh, how good this price is.
I can lift and carry as if I'm one size larger.
Yeah, just give me a general intelligence check to see if you'd be able to. It's not a super advanced mechanism, and you're kind of watching them operate it for the most
It's
part.
a 15.
That'll do it. So yeah, you kind of get the idea. Point, shoot. You walk over and there's these large like lever handles on either side of the back end, and it's just a lever-based mechanism. You pull them back, it fires.
And then I will hold my action to where the dragon is in a fireable range.
Okay.
Or alley, I guess.
Sure. Excellent, excellent. Anything else with your turn? Wonderful. You guys can command the other people to either fire or hold their fire. The cannons, for the most part, are pivotable, probably 45 degrees. So beyond that, they probably wouldn't have a shot at this point.
these two healers, perhaps.
Negative. They're not healers.
They are
no,
guys
warriors.
with sticks.
Yeah, I mean, they're.
I guess they should all just. What do you think? Hold their.
I mean,
hold,
maybe put
hold
the-
their actions on these and then have them push.
We'll have them go to the other cannons, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
spread
It
out.
sounds like they don't need to load, so.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
They-
How much can they move?
40.
40. They might as well just dash, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got more than enough to clear
Okay,
the deck.
fair.
Yeah. That's,
Cool.
is that
Perfect.
one? That's on.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
and
fine.
what are you guys shouting to them? What are you instructing them?
Well, when we first saw the dragon, I said, "Man, the cannons."
Right. Okay,
So
so,
they're
yeah, this
probably
is
just
them
running
just kind of
across.
scattering, getting to their positions. Excellent. So you can see these large, not dissimilar to your revolver, this large, like, green energy beam that goes across the top and left and right sides of these large guns. as they kind of swivel them to the extent towards the back deck. Anything else with your turns? Or I guess that you want to command them on their turn?
Probably just manning the cannon.
Yeah, hold your action until you can shoot the dragon.
Cool.
From here, your dice look like it has little, like, embryos in it, and it's very off-putting.
Unsettling.
Yeah. Scary.
With this very intent look in his eye, again, fixed in a way you've not seen him before, Briseis looks towards the back end of the ship, and you see him sprint extremely fast.
Uh-oh.
How fast?
Aras, what did you do?
With the beast.
He's a demigod.
Hey, lose control.
Hey, just fucking go for it.
Just
Josh is.
go crazy.
Is he?
Ha 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 ha.
So, as we get to...
He casted haste.
That's the rest of these. What else do I have as an attack? I have no ranged, apparently.
Isn't it fun?
I only have my spear.
Did you see the meme I sent the other day about fighting flying enemies?
Oh, yeah.
All of us melee classes just standing on the ground, just. Oh, I'm gonna get him.
That's both the party right now.
Just you
This is
wait.
half the table.
It's my least favorite part of playing Skyrim.
That's unfortunately all he... Actually, he's gonna take his last, 20 feet of movement in this direction. Kind of seeing it swoop around the back end, he's kind of, looking to where the point he can meet it, and heading in that direction. Sindelion, your turn, my friend.
Am I within 60 feet of this dragon?
I don't know, are you?
It's close
he
enough that
is-
it's worth a call.
5, 10, he's 15 feet away. Where are you at? You're over there. I don't know. Did we...
Pretty close.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
55.
Yeah, I'd say he's within 60.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him and just say... in Draconic.
Sure.
I like the blue ones better.
Yeah, bum!
I prefer the blue ones. Give me an intelligence save.
You bum. Hey!
God damn it.
No, it's still not great. 14.
No.
Spell save 14.
Do I-
save.
It meets.
What's that?
Let me see that, because with this mod, I don't believe I add the whole mod, right? With these?
Where at?
Because it has distinctly,
There's 2.
these, when you add it,
Yeah.
but its intelligence is -2, but it doesn't say on
And
saves
if
it's
it doesn't say
-2.
under saving throws, then you just go with the
The standard
what the
mod?
stat says.
In that case, it is a 12.
Great.
That's
That
why I was
fails.
asking.
Nice.
So I was like, do I apply it?
So the dragon takes 5 psychic damage, and
5.
you subtract 4 from your next saving throw.
4 from my next save. Okay.
Ooh.
Keep me honest with that part.
Sure.
The last part. Anything else with your turn?
I'm going to try and I'll move to where the mast is. I have 30 feet of
The one
movement there.
closest to the captain's deck?
Right.
Okay.
And just kind of angle
Flatten your
myself
back.
up against it,
Yeah.
so I'm not
Yeah.
within range of
Sure.
anything.
And again-
I am a squishy boy.
Yeah, and again, everybody just feels this complete sense of dread. A lot of you are like, I'm going to die.
I'm not like that.
Well, you're built different, though. Taros is. Taros, Maltiak, it's your guys' turn.
Perfect.
Oh, real quick. Give me a perception check. Because did you look at the dragon on your turn? Or were you more so ordering people?
I probably saw the dragon.
Okay, give me a perception check then.
That is a 1.
Okay.
It's a dragon.
You kind of look
is
through
very
the
snowy.
Actually, you
snow
know
and
what?
the clouds.
I will use that inspiration.
Nice.
On a perception check. Okay.
Might as well.
Why
There's
not?
something important
There's
here.
going to be some fun.
Watch it be a
Please
2.
not.
Oh, okay.
Double digits.
Cool.
what we
What
want
is
to
it?
see.
Perception. It is a 17.
17. As you look closer, again, from the second you heard the roar kind of coalesce from the skies, your heart sank, and immediately you rushed out to the decks to kind of confirm your suspicion. And you notice, as you look at the dragon, the front left leg is missing in this sort of scarred, just mess of tissue and this scabbed over wound that you recall to have been dealt by your father.
Get in front of a cannon, you big fucking lizard.
Oh no.
Monty Octaros?
So you didn't just break the model then.
Definitely not. It was planned. Monty Octaros, you guys are up. What would you guys like to do
I'll let Aaron.
on your shared turn?
Question: if I'm here, and if I'm big, can I hit it with a hammer?
I initially want to say no because again he's high up. Roll for it. Evens you can.
7. No.
So no. He's just out of range because again he's kind of hovering as well, and the ship's still sailing as best it can.
I'm just gonna dash up to next to Aras then.
Okay. You come up to the bow of the ship and see him kind of making its rounds.
I'm gonna stand and shield him.
Aras.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. You see his just frosted over body. It's just this basically frozen corpse laying there, and you can see like patches of white frost and snow, and these sharp shards of ice just kind of sticking out of him. Anything else with your part?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Taurus.
Bonus action to drink a potion.
Bonus action to drink a potion. I think that's what we always do.
General roll.
How many
Yeah.
is
44 plus 4.
4d4
It's a bonus
plus
action for yourself and action to give it to someone
Correct.
else.
Drink. Put it in your mouth. Get it in your mouth. Open. I'm trying to heal you.
Jesus. Well, she's just gonna pour poison down the barrel of his gun and just.
Eat this.
You know, it's like when you're in a bar fight and you just go.
16
Poison damage.
16 health.
Uses time magic to go back in time and poison the dragon's soup.
Okay, so I've healed for 16.
16, nice.
Yep.
That's big nice.
I'm going to
Still have your action as well.
I do indeed.
You've got one bullet left in your gun.
I have one
One round.
round left. I can shoot two at a time, but it chambers 3, right?
Correct. Kind of it's a balancing mechanic.
It's a design,
'Cause- huh?
design flaw by Shem.
No, I like it. Because the damage scales as well with each shot.
I'm
Out of character.
actually
Balancing mechanic. In-game design flaw.
I'm actually gonna use the cantrip True Strike, and I'm
Okay.
gonna point the barrel at it and just try to really hone in on where it's flying.
Okay,
and
so you just kind
focus on
of
where it's
really,
aiming.
really taking
So
an aim.
I get advantage on the next attack on my
Sure.
turn.
Okay. Yeah, so sort of seeing it as it came up and initially did its breath attack, you see it kind of go into more of a hovering flight, and just as you kind of like go to aim at it, you see it kind of double back around and begin its
So
its
since I
descent.
can't drink the potion, you're gonna see me with the barrel break off the top of it, and I'm just gonna like stab myself in the chest with it and let the potion get into
Oh, damn.
my
That's dope.
bloodstream.
That's
That's
dope.
metal. That's cool.
It is the dragon's turn.
Oh god.
Just smash the potion into your face. Just
I was thinking about like pouring it down my eye, but I didn't want to be like, hold on. a second.
How did you just turn it into an eyedropper?
Yeah.
How much movement speed does Maltiok have?
So
I've been dashing, so
5,
60.
10, 15. As it comes by, it sees you kind of aiming for him.
I can still move.
You can still move if you'd like to.
I would like to
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
Now he's.
Opportunity of attack. No, just kidding.
I'm down.
25, 30.
I'm here to shield you.
I hope you do.
That is going to change its flight path a bit.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll stay. I'm being serious. I think I'm gonna stay. No, I'll move. I've already moved. I'll stay. I don't want to run. Plus,
it's like you keep repeating an action in chess, and the AI keeps making the same move.
I'm thinking.
No
from the
way.
I'm thinking from the standpoint like I don't want to leave the fucking wheel
Sure.
unattended. So if something happens, I want to be able to grab it.
Okay. With its first
Might
attack,
as well let it break me.
going into you, Aras, or Taurus. Oh boy. Going into Aras.
Also, wisdom checks. It has a.
Wisdom is
is the hex.
Okay. Okay. First attack goes into Taurus. That's a 15 to hit. Doesn't fucking do it.
Thank God for that half
So
plate, boys.
it starts again. You see it kind of hovering, and it like flails out of it. Does this 360 like faint spin, and like goes in straight towards you. You see its large jaws just clamp shut as you like duck out of the way. As it's kind of banking off to the right after the missed strike, the back left leg goes towards you, Maltiok.
Oh.
Ooh.
At 20?
A mod 25.
Yep.
What are the odds?
I didn't know that would happen.
I'm shocked.
It's only gonna be 8 slashing,
Okay, that's not bad.
and he is going to continue his
Plus 80 cold damage.
flight.
Do I get
So
an
this
opportunity
was,
attack?
you would, 15. This is
Would I?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I thought you were over here-ish.
Do I get advantage on this?
No,
Opportunity
no,
attack
okay.
or no?
He's just gonna fly right over you. 25,
fine.
30, 35, 40.
I actually don't know.
Does a 17 hit?
17, I believe, meets, and it does.
Give me a strength save.
Oh no!
Read what True Strike does.
Yeah, do I get...
Pretty okay.
It says on your next turn. On my next turn.
Next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Then no.
It's a 23.
Okay.
God, Jesus.
I know. I rolled a 19.
Strong.
It's a dragon.
11
I
probably
just
doesn't
want this
hit.
to work once.
To hit me, no.
Okay.
11 does not hit.
Darn it.
Still do damage, I assume?
Yes. He is just not restrained.
Cool.
That would have been so cool.
Would have.
Weapon
I
damage.
like to think that's why he missed the bite attack.
Does he get
Like
smacked?
he rushes in and you, and then his claw like lashes out back towards.
That's why I
Malthael.
missed the shot. He hit
Yep.
it. He hit it.
Yep, yep,
I was
yep.
about to eat one and shoot
So
one.
cool. So cool.
18 damage.
18
Nine
damage.
of that is fire damage.
Ooh. Does that do extra damage to a
He
frost
may be
dragon?
vulnerable. You never know.
Okay.
Deep thumb.
With that, he continues his flight and heads for Briseis. Come here, you overgrown reptile!
No offense.
What is Briseis' armor class?
I don't like that.
Perseus does have
I do like
Wisdom
Sanctuary on him.
Sanctuary?
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom save.
-4 to it, and then disadvantage because of
Those are checks.
checks.
Right.
Which is
Oh.
honestly the most
That's
useless
horrible.
thing
Yeah.
ever. Can
You,
they?
you probably shouldn't
think-
pick wisdom in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what
You
what
should pick
checks-
strength.
Wisdom
strength or dex?
Strength or dex, yeah.
is
Okay.
0.
Okay.
Um,
So then.
so that just means I cannot attack him? Or do I lose the attack as well?
You either lose it or you pick a different target.
So I can continue flying?
So on a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Cool. He's got the movement speed. This was 35, 40, 45, 50,
Briseis can
55.
smack him.
Come
Kind
here,
of-
you big lizard.
It's kind of just like shooting across the length of the deck. You see it like go to almost swipe at Briseis, and ultimately decides not to. Flying towards Argon, it's going to make its last claw attack at you. 14.
Does not.
I didn't think so.
Does Briseis smack him as he leaves him?
Briseis would have. It's a great point. Actually, no. Because the wisdom save, when does that happen, technically? Just when he decides to attack? Because I'm thinking it would have been like a mid-descent thing, so he still would
any
have been out of
creature
range.
who targets the warded creature with an attack.
So I do
must
so.
make a
So, yeah,
wisdom
so he
save.
would get an attack, because he would be in range at that point. Briseis rolls a 9. Not it. That's the end of the dragon's turn. Brings us to Thea. Argon, you're on deck with Aras' death save.
Possibly a dumb question. I just want to make sure.
There
I
are
can
no dumb
cast the same
questions.
spell more than once.
As long as you have
It's
spell
not a-
slots for it.
Okay. I will make my move again. 1, 2, 3,
Just be
4,
careful. If
5,
Sanctuary is
6.
concentration, it'll
Yep.
drop the old concentration.
It doesn't say concentration.
Whoa.
Damn.
You can stack a
I
buff
did-
on people. That's
I didn't know
crazy.
Sanctuary
it's
was.
not-
I don't think it.
No,
Concentration.
Shield of Faith is.
Oh.
Oh,
Based on Paladin Pill.
that's still really
I can't
good.
remember which
though.
one was.
That's
which
good.
one
You can
wasn't.
just stack it.
So I'm gonna run this way again and then cast Sanctuary on Argon.
Come get these fucking hands, you lizardy bitch.
Every time he tries to attack, she's
Do
like,
keep
"No."
in mind though, if they make an attack or cast a spell at an enemy, the spell ends.
Does it?
Do not cast that at me then.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
about to
You
go.
could put it on
shit.
ours.
You put a dragon
Oh, yeah,
in
I'm
melee
now
range with a
in-
barbarian.
You
No.
still have.
You could put
I
it
still
on.
need to be within 30. I could dash though and then make a bonus. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it
1,
works.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that was my original plan. Fuck.
The loudest she's been.
Oh. Okay, it's not ours then.
Okay. So Aras has sanctuary on him.
Yeah.
So you just see him.
If they fail to attack, though, does it cancel out?
No.
Okay, so
It's if they make an
so
attack.
Briseis is still.
If they cast a spell or makes an attack.
So
This
Perseus
turn.
would lose it as soon as he attacks.
Correct.
Because he used an opportunity attack this dragon.
Anything else?
What? So does he still have it? Or
Oh
not?
no,
Because he missed.
Perseus does not have it.
Yeah, he
Okay.
attacked
He
the dragon
attacked.
as it
Even if they miss.
loop has.
Correct.
That's fine.
Okay.
Death save, Aras, Argon, you're up. You guys can also 13.
Fine.
You're good. That's the second success. A lot of you can also command the Nefriti to take a shot.
These can only what? Swivel
only,
this much.
Yeah, only 45 degrees.
Do they have
Arrows?
other ranged weapons?
They would have probably.
This guy has an oral.
Axes,
Um,
hand axes maybe, or throwing knives, or
They would probably all be equipped with basically just swords.
Okay.
That's sword and shields.
Well, they weren't even wearing armor.
But
when
yeah,
we got
these-
on,
yeah,
so
these-
they probably just have a sword.
right.
I mean,
These guys were
might as
not
well
meant
just tell them
for
to keep holding their
military
action.
detail.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if the dragon comes within like shooting range, just shoot the shit out of it.
Unload on it. I would say the cannons themselves are not like mounted to their position. They are on wheels. So theoretically, you could spend an action turning them inward.
We don't want to be firing cannons in.
I would
ship
agree.
Yeah,
at
that
all.
feels
just-
like a terrible.
I just wanted to
idea.
present that as an option.
I figured as much, but I wasn't gonna risk blowing a hole
sure.
for the fucking.
Look at this new gun I got.
I did.
Bam!
I would have hated to get like 7 rounds into combat though and be like, you guys could have turned them. And be like, what? Get freaking killed. Argon, what are you doing with your turn, my friend?
I rage.
Yes, you have done it. You are angry. Rage. Can you do me a favor, Creeps?
Yes.
It's gonna be badass.
At the top of every round, can you move this down 1 and let me know when it hits 0?
Okay.
Thanks.
The breath timer.
Because I can never keep track of them. Argon.
The dragon is in my range.
It is. It's hovering like just above you. Again, its claws were extended towards you and just missed.
Claw.
Claw.
Missing
What did I
leg.
say? Oh. Well, it's back claws what we're trying to grab you.
Like an eagle.
I will face this large lizard, and I will scream in giant, from the father's will to the son's hand.
Hell fucking yeah, man. You already have inspiration. Oh, no! Caught me off guard.
Oh my god, it's a nat 20!
I forgot he had that. Roll your damage. By the way, you would know this dragon's name to be Candrax, if you need that.
I'm gonna need to borrow this.
Go for it.
Oh no.
And my d6!
I forgot the high roller was on the table, bro.
It's 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5.
It's a lot.
25, I think.
16, yeah.
It's a lot of numbers.
25.
25 damage.
Do you add anything to it? Your strength or anything?
That was all adding stuff.
Oh, don't
That's what I
forget your
was
rage
saying.
damage.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
plus 2.
that's what I'm
Plus
saying.
2.
Yep, you have rage damage.
27.
Take 2 more.
27.
Damn.
Impressive, son.
What it look like? What it look like?
I'm going after the other leg.
Ooh.
Nice. So you reach up with this giant cleave and just right in the
I'm
joint.
taking a stomp,
Nice.
and then I'm going for like a golf swing, just as hard as I can hit it.
it just connects like right between the ribs and the armpit joint, and you can see the arm kind of flopping a little bit as he tries to like rein it back in with minimal control. You made this dragon a wyvern, basically.
Yes.
Damn.
Based and, well, dragon.
Thank you, my friend. Okay. Anything else with your turn?
I don't think I can do anything better than that.
I'd hope not.
So for my second attack,
Commanding the Nefrites to do anything this turn?
1 level.
Ready their freaking cannons.
Cool. That takes us to Briseis, then.
Busty boy.
Show me what that was he can do. I need to get out more.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, Briseis is again gonna, as it kind of flies over him, you see him like reach up and grab the tail just as he's like mid-flight, and it grabs him. You see what?
He thought he was going to stop the dragon.
Right.
Hit your roid, lads!
It's like
See him-
Quicksilver and Thor's hammer.
I'm gonna give him an acrobatics check to climb up. That'll do. So you see him like
Some Dragon's Dogma shit?
right.
Yeah, the good part
climbing
of
up
that
the
game.
top of it, and you see him grab his spear
this is
and
a
just
backboard game.
drive it into the back shoulder plate. He's gonna try anyways. That'll hit with a 22.
That's my boy.
How much does it?
Get your mans!
Clay.
Josh rolls good even against himself.
I know, bro.
He cannot be stopped!
I'm my own worst enemy. That's a D8.
Josh over here like, I actually don't know any other numbers. I'm just saying numbers.
Just saying numbers that sound big and you all react
to.
So that does 13 damage.
That's pretty good. Wow.
Cool. And you hear this like visible kind of radiate from the spear as it penetrates the scales. So he's kind of
On the dragon.
he's
Just up.
Nice! Right there.
That works.
that's all for his turn. Brings us to Sindelion.
What a sporting display. And my hand will convalesce a bow, and I'll put
Just out of
3
nothing.
arrows into it,
I love it.
fire it, and I
Okay.
mean, it's magic missile.
That's really fucking cool.
Nice.
Damage?
Legolas shooting at Legless.
I'll also shout in Draconic,
Down, boy.
back to tee 'em up with you, foul creature! Let's see.
Nice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
11
9, 10, 11. 11 force damage.
Nice. Okay, anything else with your turn?
You don't want to get closer.
No. God, no.
The pissed off dragon.
We'll keep him where he is.
Can I use my bonus action to hide?
No, you're not a rogue.
What if I?
Just go behind the pillar.
Can I use
There
my
you go.
roguish charm?
That's just as good.
Don't do that. We need those pillars. Stay far away from those pillars.
Anything else with your turn?
If you can move me literally behind the pillar, though,
Okay.
like right about there.
Excellent.
Fair.
You're up. Give me
Slithering
my
into a
breath
dark
back.
corner.
Yeah. Do you know how many hit points I have?
I need everybody to give me a dexterity save.
Everybody.
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 No, you do. You just kind of.
I ain't got no
I'm
option.
gonna use my inspiration on that.
She.
I don't think.
save.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna end well for me.
See, if it's a dex save you can see, you get advantage.
Yes.
Thea.
10.
Taurus.
Wait, what'd you say?
Not you.
For me.
Barbarian.
Not you.
What is it a
5.
dex save against something I can see?
Technically, no.
Oh. So roll one.
Sindelion.
15.
I didn't
Ooh.
need it.
Okay.
Mod 22.
Nice.
16.
16. So the two of you,
There was only
all of you, feel this sudden rush of, again, this sort of zero-G feeling as the rightmost engine gives out. You now see these 2 large plumes of smoke in the back end of your vessel, and the back end rapidly descends.
Damn you, Shem.
Can I attempt to grab the wheel?
That's what the deck save was. As the lot of you go to like grab yourself, you're all suspended about 30 feet in air
Perfect.
as you fall back to Earth. It's a D6 for every 10 feet.
Since I'm right next to Duke, can I use my reaction to kind of grab him?
Sure, that's acceptable.
Can I stay in the air for my next turn so I can in air blast the dragon?
Sure.
Wait,
Never mind.
No,
Give me
that's really cool.
disadvantage.
That's really
okay,
cool.
cool.
Wait a sec. What is happening here?
Everybody's floating about 30-ish feet in air, those who did not succeed. So everybody feels this sudden, like, zero-G as the ground leaves your feet.
Gotcha.
And you kind of grab something to secure yourself. That's what
Okay.
the deck save was for.
And are we falling or?
The ship is
The ship is
descending.
falling?
Yes.
Okay.
It's plummeting.
All right.
The two of you take 6 bludgeoning damage. You can, again, take yours when you actually fall, Taurus.
I'll just take it now so I don't forget.
We're still flying half a ship.
Since I was able to grab him, does he still take that?
No, he does not. That's what you saved him. And you saved your dex check. I should have made you make that save at disadvantage then.
I
If
still
you're
can.
also trying to grab him, do that.
18.
Yay.
Nice.
18.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. So you kind of like lock your arm into one of the bars that kind of form the perimeter around the captain's wheel. You just lock onto one of those and grab like Aras's ankle. And
Get down here.
yeah.
I have a concussion. But
Multi Octaris, you guys are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to medicine check Aras.
Okay. And again, the idea of the shared initiative is so you guys can like
Combo.
do some cool shit together.
There's nothing we can really combo though, because I'm ranged and he's
Sure.
melee for now.
Yeah.
For now.
I mean,
I understand.
Iron Man is ranged. Captain America's
We'll
melee.
combo eventually. It's
They
just
one of the
what am I
sickest
gonna-
my combo
combos
partner is
ever.
unconscious.
Okay.
Freaking shield on the. Super dope.
Oh, he has something to say to you real quick.
7.
No.
And what was that for?
Is that an
Medicine check.
Medicine check.
Is that an action?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm gonna say that's a fail from now on. If you fail a medicine check, that's a fail
Okay.
because there has to be a
Cause more
repercussion.
bodily harm.
So you have 2 successes and 1 fail.
It's basically it's more so it's less of it you did something bad and more so you didn't do the right thing to stop the bleeding essentially. Because like if I don't know how to dress a wound, like that's not gonna help.
You're rooting around in an organ.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's gonna cause some damage.
So for my
I'm sorry.
You're
trying to help.
You're trying to scoop the
For my-
blood back in.
when the G-force hits and I start going up, I'll just spin around and try to chamber around into the dragon. 24? 23?
Yeah, it hits. Jackass. Oh, 20.
Over 24 hits.
Yeah, Creeps mod 25.
Anyway, Creeps, mod 48.
Miss. Because I'm going home.
5 damage plus necrotic.
I should give you the
8.
option, by the way, knowing that if you fail, would you have still made the check?
Yes.
Okay. I should have at least given you that option to rescind the action.
So 8
that mean?
damage.
8 damage from the single bullet.
Yep, 3 of which is necrotic, if that makes sense, if that does anything different, because of the hex. I
So,
do increase damage on hit.
Which damage dice did you roll?
My second shot that lands.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's
So,
1d10.
How much damage total? 7?
8.
8 damage?
Said 8.
Yep.
Yep.
And then with my
Cool.
bonus action,
Bonus blaction. That's what that is.
It sure is.
where's it at?
I don't know.
I'll use healing word on my downed boy.
Okay.
Boy, I feel like a fool now.
You're gonna be alright. He's got his hands in his guts. He's like, you're gonna be fine.
And just in Elven, I'll say, "Get up, bitch."
Lock 3, non-narcissus.
Sorry, bud. You no, you actually get 3 health back.
Oh. He is the ultimate life form at
Listen,
3
I can leave you on the
HP.
ground if you want.
No.
Need a pencil?
Pencil.
Can we get a pencil down here?
Just kidding.
Pencil check.
Received.
Pencil check.
Poop check.
Give me a poop check, everybody.
7.
And then I'm gonna
Seven.
move to the
Nat
move
20.
to the wheel and try to stabilize it.
Okay.
Waste that.
Give me a general intelligence check.
Good poop.
Maybe. Actually,
That,
that would probably be strength at this point because the
Okay.
the wheel
I'm fine
itself
with
is
it.
probably going freaking crazy.
16 straight.
16
No mod.
does stop it. So very like Pirates of the Caribbean action shot. Yeah, it's going crazy. And you just and you're struggling to hold it in place. Anything else with your guys' turn?
Shared action. Come help me fucking hold this.
Can I help him hold as a bonus action?
Sure, I'll allow that.
I do have a bonus action still.
Okay.
I'll come over and help.
Okay. So instead of the ship like dipping down and off to the side, you kind of stabilize it so it's just going down.
I don't know if that's better or not.
It's something.
I'd rather it not scoop us off.
Yeah, that'd be real bad. That being said, it is the dragon's turn. He's going to spend a bonus action to try and shake to get Briseis off. So that is a 18 from his side, and Briseis gets a 11. So Briseis falls and takes... I can't get him off. Careful, there's spindly bits. I'll roll his fall damage. Ugh. Ugh.
I mean, how far has he fallen off this dragon?
20 feet. Because he's about 20 feet tall,
Yeah.
the dragon is. So he takes 7 fall damage.
Ow.
Get wrecked.
There goes his ankle.
And you just hear,
Nerve.
oh! And he tries. You see him like get right back up. The dragon is going to try to leave your range, Argon. You can make your attack.
Come here, big boy.
I think I will attack him recklessly.
Nice.
Actually, hang on. Sorry.
No!
Dead.
Do it to him, Frost!
How does a mod 21
Shit. Hits. Roll your damage.
It's a 5.
And then he's going to disappear into the clouds.
Impossible.
12 damage.
12 damage. Very nice. So you hear this very angry
Do I get the rest of the leg?
dragon scream.
Give it to him.
I'm gonna keep attacking that
Roll
leg.
for it.
Give it to him, Frost!
Evens, you can have it.
12.
Let's go! So as it just takes off, you hear the wing beats, and you see it just take off towards the starboard side of the ship.
Rip it off.
And
Yes. Yes.
just blood and bone fragments kind of scatter across the deck of the ship. And you hear this pained scream of this dragon vanishing into the clouds.
Now who's gonna clean that up?
I'm sorry. Pained screams of a wyvern now.
Basically, yeah.
Not by choice.
With that, we are out of initiative. Your ship is plummeting at
Oh, we should probably do
about
something about that.
300-ish feet per second.
Friends to
Can
me.
you cast Featherfall on a ship?
Where is it?
No, but I can cast Featherfall on 6 of you.
Thea! Where is the dragon?
So far.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm very loud. You gotta kind of...
Could we try to out of game? Can we try to save the ship?
Yeah. You can mitigate it. There is absolutely...
I'm gonna
Sorry.
no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna run down to the engine room where I was helping
Okay.
before and
Sure.
see if there's anything I can do.
Okay.
Well,
Good.
Yeah. Get the crew with you.
So you head down there with a couple of the
Midshipmen.
Nefrites guard. What are you doing?
Just yelling
Just
orders
holding
on
the
how
ship?
to stabilize
Just
it,
trying
how
to
to,
get the
how to get
ship,
everybody
the
else
set-
to
sure.
at least level it out, so
Sure.
if we do crash, we're
Yeah.
gonna skid.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression you're getting. You've now descended beneath the clouds at this point. You're probably 2,000 or so feet in the air.
I'm looking for a
You
for a
can
clearing.
see, yeah,
Looking
it's
for any
just
clearing.
forest pretty much at this
Perfect.
point. Forest and mountains. So you're gonna crash at this point. It's about mitigating damage. So yes, you're still gonna crash, but yes, there are absolutely things you can do to help mitigate.
That's what we're doing then.
So everybody, give me performance checks.
Using charisma?
What do you want us to do? What are you trying to get us to roll?
Your jobs, your various jobs
All right.
that everybody's doing, because everybody's sort of helping out with the ship. What do you propose is better than that? General intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Yeah, intelligence, maybe wisdom.
Okay.
Depending on the job, strength.
I'm fine with a charisma performance check, guys. I don't know.
Says the
Well,
bard.
like, say if I'm going over to try to pull the sails down to
Sure.
act as like a buffer.
Okay, so everybody give me what job you're specifically doing and your proposed skill check. You're dead. No, I'm just kidding.
He does have 3 health.
I'm using my.
Oh, you are up. So you kind of
Using my
get up.
inspiration.
You hear the cracking of your like garments.
I see everything falling to shit, and I'm going to shake down Taros to see if he's got that alcohol on him.
So Taurus, as you're like holding the wheel
Barely
steady,
holding it
you just feel like patting it around your leg area.
22.
You find it.
No, as soon as you go to start rooting around, I'm gonna shove my hand. Go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm too. I can't do anything.
Exactly. You got both hands on the wheel.
Damn it.
Just hey.
Taking my shit.
Right.
I'm sorry, was it not for me?
No, you find out that that's a bag of holding and have 10 dead bodies in there.
I'm going to.
That's not what it looks like.
Let's go around the table. Thea, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask Taros what to do, 'cause I don't know.
Okay. You guys can work on that. Aras, you're
He's doing
drinking.
that.
I'm always going to try and make sure I'm within 60 feet of everybody. So if we fall, I can just go feather fall.
How many people can you target with that?
Choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range.
So there's
So
one.
one
of
would
us.
be left out. Okay.
You cannot target me.
I can't.
No, I'm saying you can not target me.
Oh, okay.
I might survive.
But also, it's not a concentration spell, and I have 2 more first level
Oh,
spells,
never mind
so
then.
we're good. I can.
I'm just saying, if you need to not target someone, I might survive the fall.
Sure. I'll just let one of these crew members down.
I rolled with after mods a 17 on my performance check, but I have no inspiration left, so I'm sad now.
Okay, so you're just holding the boat.
I'm just trying
still?
to stabilize it, and I'm telling people grab a rope there, pull the
Just
pull the mast
stabilize,
that
brace,
way.
brace,
Exactly.
basically. Okay, what are you doing, Argon? You're
Pulling
helping
the
pull the sails in.
rigging's down.
Give me a strength check. And you're
I'm
running
trying to
the engine
analyze
room.
the engine
Hey, I'm
room
gonna
stuff
cast Bardic
intelligence.
Inspiration.
Don't have to.
everything.
Oh, never mind.
13.
13. Okay.
Natural 20.
What'd
Natural
you do?
20.
Are you down?
I'm in
down
the
below?
engine room.
Okay.
So you kind of, where before the storm you had pulled most of the sails in, the port sails and the gallard sails, they were all in. Now
I'm
you're just like
just
going
ripping
across.
them out.
Yeah, just ripping these ropes and you watch the sails as the sticks kind of like come out and they unfurl.
Just backwards.
Yeah, a lot of you just feel this bit of turbulence. You're looking down in the engine room, and it is just fried. I mean, everything is like steaming from this like dry ice, like frigid blast. Even touching it, it's just it's gone. There's nothing that can be salvaged from there.
Okay.
You're commanding people. You're waiting for commands. You're drinking, and you're standing. Cool.
I would have told her what to do by now. Just
Okay.
go help them over there do that.
Alrighty.
How many rounds do we have before we crash?
Probably one more.
Give me a swig.
Like, drink?
Yeah, and again, a lot of you
Taurus
would
wants to
feel
say
a sense of impending doom.
Where'd Briseis
Catch down here.
Just blinding
So
yourself.
far away.
Briseis. Well, he hasn't been doing anything.
You said there are crew members that came down with me.
Yes, three of the Nephrites came down with you
Oh.
to also assess the situation.
Seeing that there's nothing I can do, I'm going to grow in size and kind of grab them and protect them inside my
Love that. Okay. At this point, Briseis is gonna like, as you were kind of waiting for Taurus's command, Briseis runs up to the deck, and he's also kind of like staring at him, and just the state of things, and he like grabs your hand at the end of the first round,
So we have one more round of
and just looks you in the eye, very like scared.
This is the last round.
This is the last round?
One more round to try
Okay.
to do more things to mitigate. You guys currently have done 2 things.
So after we have the everything we can do to stabilize it and slow it down has been done. So really the only thing left is brace for impact. Everybody
much.
get to cover. Get into the captain's quarters. That'd be the best.
I think I'm already below deck, right?
You are below deck, correct?
But upon
I'll just-
landing, that's gonna get fried up before the top would.
What the lower deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that
I'm
it's
also-
not pretty.
I'm also
'cause-
at the back of the ship, so that's
Okay.
something.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, the only people who are going to be completely safe are probably the people within Featherfall, and those are just the people who would be above deck. Because even if you cast it on people below deck, the way momentum would work, the back of the ship would hit them if they're falling slowly. I would think.
Yeah, they fall at a rate of, it specifically says here, 60 feet per round, so 10 feet per second,
Right.
which is...
So the ship's going to be going fucking fast. So either way, they're going to get hit by something and take some damage.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, call the remaining crew towards us as
Okay.
fast as they can get.
Yield,
Okay.
brace for impact.
Yeah,
Everybody's
so-
bracing,
I'm just gonna be standing at the banister, just
taking a switch.
just staring
I-
death down,
I want to use my shield.
pounding back.
Your shield.
And I want to cast Shield of Faith on Briseis.
Okay. He's gonna embrace you and just full on hug, and just whisper in your ear, "I love you."
Kill him.
We're just friends. Everybody, give me a Constitution save.
You're like
I'm
a brother.
gonna put my arm around Aras.
A what?
as
One
assassin.
Constitution save.
Wait, no.
Share that drink.
Never mind.
And just shake my head at
Oh
you.
my god.
I said Constitution.
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 Sam, who are you casting Featherfall on? I'm assuming you're doing it at this point.
Yeah, I'd cast it on the members of the party who... Sorry, I would cast it on the members of the party who were near me.
Which is whom?
So that would be Taros, Aras, Thea, Briseis, myself. That's one feather fall.
So this group here.
They have to be within 60 feet. I would have moved away from from behind the mast. I was there because of dragon.
So,
Okay.
like
I would have
there.
been right about there. Yeah. So, Argon, are you within 60 feet?
Looks like it.
Yep.
Just barely, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
I would
About 10 feet.
probably get that guy.
Okay.
Those
Well, three of
Well,
them
they
are
started-
below deck.
Yeah, I'm grabbing them now.
And
These two I told to run towards us and brace.
Okay.
So they would have been around
Okay.
this area.
Those
So-
3 are in my arms.
cool.
One feather fall is the party. The other feather fall is Argon and the boys.
You can do both at the same time.
Dog hit
It's not a
camera.
concentration spell.
Okay.
It's first level, so you can just cast it again.
Good.
Yeah.
Generally, there's never really a reason to, but we do have the time to do it.
Technically not though, because it's one. You have one round of actions left, and it takes a reaction. So you would be able to cast one. I would say.
All right, then it's just the party.
Okay. That said, everybody, give me a Constitution save.
Oh,
You already did that.
We already rolled. Everyone roll.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking do this with Featherfall. I did not know you had that.
Make the DM think.
So they would just take no damage then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless
So those of you affected by Featherfall, do not roll a Constitution save.
Oh dang! I
I
rolled a
rolled a
19.
19.
So Argon Multiot,
With mods?
your guys'
No, straight up.
Constitution
Oh,
save.
mine was 18 with
8.
mods 19.
8,
15.
15. Both of you are unconscious, and I need you to roll a d4.
1.
1,
3.
3. So, with plummeting speed, you hear the cracking of branches and the buffs of snow that are just squalling past most of the ship. As you make impact with the first of the trees, the bottom of the ship is kind of roughly chopping across most of them. You glide in this nature for another 100 or so feet before inevitably hitting near the base of this large mountain. And the ship itself basically splinters in half. The top right in the middle and the back end kind of scoots and just completely disintegrates the front half. There's a small explosion from the rear end. Those of you in the back, I need a dexterity save.
I'm unconscious for 0. That's a good point. How do I want to do that? Because it all would have technically happened at the same time. You'd get impact and then an explosion. Since I am sheltering through people, I would have probably failed anyways. I would have been disadvantaged. right?
Okay, that's fine. So disadvantage. You're above deck, so you're fine. You don't even have to make it. The rest of you then just make a dex save as the sort of back engines just explode with this large green energy.
Got a 16 and a nat 20.
16 and a nat 20.
Man, we rolling
Big
hot tonight.
nice.
Except for that Constitution save.
Rolling
Yeah.
the kills.
Did I save the people I was holding?
You sure did.
Nice. And by unconscious, do you mean I'm at 0 HP or just unconscious?
You will be at 0. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was an artificial or not.
Yep.
9.
9,
14.
14,
18.
18.
Slip around a danger.
How much damage did I take? Just out of curiosity.
For the fall,
Yeah.
you would probably be unconscious because you fell thousands of feet.
Oh.
So the,
okay.
the impact, will, if that's fine, you just want to say you're unconscious?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know.
Yeah. It would be significant. Especially being near where the ship split. The rest of you from the explosion take 27 fire damage, or half as much on a successful save. So the two, just you, Cyndalia, take half.
Then
What's
I'm
half of 27?
also dead.
That would be 13 rounded down.
That's all of my hit points.
I'm unconscious as well.
I'm unconscious.
Same.
Okay.
We're all unconscious, it
That's
seems.
a great,
Okay.
great time. I'm glad we decided to go back to your homeland and just fucking die.
We're not dead.
Die. We're nearly dead.
Everyone's unconscious for a D4 hours. I need everybody to roll a D4.
I took damage though, so I am dying.
You failed a save.
Oh,
We do have the whole crew still alive, so they can stabilize us.
The 3 that are in Maltiak's arms would have been sheltered. The 2 above deck are unconscious. So really just the 3 guards are conscious.
What are these death saves?
4 hours.
Okay? Yeah, the D4 is your hours of unconsciousness,
Does that count as a long rest?
which will help us. When we come back next week, then we're going to end the episode.
I don't know if I'm gonna live.
No one knows. Tune in next week.
He doesn't.
Same D&D time, same D&D channel.
There you go.
That's
Finally.
it.
11 episodes.
Yeah! Only took me 11 tries.
Why don't you get out of here, bud?
Shout out large height.
Shout out.
Shout out Fallen.
Shout out Josh putting us on a boat.
Shout out
2
Airship.
campaigns in a row and fucking killing us. 2 campaigns in a row.
Shout out Featherfall and shout out my inevitability in getting kicked out of the group for using it.
There you go.
Oh no. As always, join us next week where we will continue the story where the stakes are now higher than ever. We always appreciate you being here and joining us. Smash the like button. Drop some comments. Let us know that you're loving it.
Caress the like button.
Caress it.
Show it some respect.
Gently
ring that bell.
massage.
Ring
Show
that
some
bell.
respect.
Treat
Ring
it
the
like
bell.
your lady.
Yep. We'll see you next week. We love you. Have a good weekend.